Wolf. Hello, Edward. Hello, Harry. It's going to rain in an hour. Rain? Actually, it's like the temp... Oh, it's 32, so technically it could kind of rain. Holy sh... I didn't even look at our weather for the next week. We're going to lose all our snow. Tomorrow's 37 is a high, then 43, 44, 48. Oh, and then we get a bunch of snow on next week, later next week. Okay, well then we're getting it back. Okay. I was like, holy crap, we have a 50 coming up. Oh, that's why we're gonna get snow. It's getting up to like 50, then the snow comes, and then it goes down to the 20s again. So we had a warm front and the cold front came in. But I'm kind of looking forward to the snow going away because we've had so many like melts and refreezes that a lot of it's just ice on the ground, and I don't like that. So I want to get it melted. Plus, we're having a tree removed in May. That's May, I guess. So everything should be melted then. But yeah, we're getting rain sleet mix on in a week. Ooh, that sounds like fun. That sounds like I don't want to go into the office because it's going to actually be dangerous. Oh, I got to go do one thing though. I'll be back in 1 sec. Ice on roads is fun. You can play bumper cars. Sure, except for like a scratch on a bumper is suddenly $1,200. I had a friend recently that got somebody they know getting in an accident, and it ended up being very much their fault, and it was like a few thousand to fix the car, and then they had to like get in contact with some lawyers because like somebody else got like sent to the hospital. And it's like that's the stuff I'm more worried about. When I was younger, and even now, if I'm on a back road and there is nobody near me, I'll have a little fun on the roads. I don't care. I don't care if I go off the road, and I don't even care if I hit something. Like right now, my car is a bunch of crap, so it's whatever. My main concern is hitting somebody else. And it's not even about damage to car. It's that you could hurt somebody, and then the liability, and then all the problems, and your insurance going up. That's the stuff. Because I mean, if you just crash your car, and like, I think I don't. On my car right now, the only insurance I have on it is like liability. So if like I crash my car, I can't get anything because it's like 17 years old, and it's just not worth it. So, but I used it all the time when I was younger too. You go around corners. It's not a bad idea to like, kind of forcibly put yourself out of controls in more controlled, safer areas, because it gets you more accustomed to how the roads act. If it's not when I go like leaving, if the roads are really bad and I leave the house, I'll usually like try to skid around a corner and hit the brakes really hard. I want to see how far does my car take to stop. How fast can I go around a corner before it feels uncomfortable? I want to know those limits, and figuring those out in a safe, controlled area is a good thing. If your car doesn't stop at all, I'm going to give myself plenty of space. But if it's just like, if it looks bad but the roads are fine, well, whatever then. Today's Tuesday? Yeah, last Monday somewhere. Yeah, it kind of happens for me too. Is it the guy who uses emergency auto braking consistently? No. No. I just don't want to call anybody out specifically. Rednecks in Oklahoma turn snow and ice on the roads into a drinking sport. A bunch of rednecks grab a case of beer, a tow chain, and then climb into the back of a 4x4, driving up and down highways, pulling people out of ditches. Yeah, see, that's actually a good thing, as long as they know what they're doing. But I'm thinking they probably do at that point. My brother one time had a Jeep. He had a Bronco, I think, and he got it in the ditch, and so they had to call a tow truck. and in getting them out, the tow truck went in the ditch. So they used the Bronco to get the tow truck out of the ditch, which was funny. I've went down the road before and like stopped because there's one time it was right in a turn lane to get to my parents, and I was going to go turn in there, and I went into the turn lane, but then I just stopped and I looked over then I looked over at and opened my window at the guy in the car, and I was like, you need any help? And the guy just rolls down his window because I was old enough that you had to roll down your window. He's like, he goes, "No, I'm good." I'm like, okay. Just a guy sitting car sideways, kind of like in a ditch, just whatever. It's Minnesota. You called somebody and they're on their way.
I got another can of mare sounds.
I don't like that wording. So what'd you get in the mail?
A box of chocolate.
From Target?
Yeah.
Why?
My mother.
Oh, yeah. You know, as soon as I thought about it, I'm like, yeah, it's your mom giving you Valentine's chocolate.
Yes, that's what it is.
You don't have somebody, so I need to do it.
Yeah, it's pathetic, but
from
I'm not
Target?
gonna tell her to stop. I don't. Yes.
We just finished the Pocky from Christmas.
Sorry, I don't like chocolate that much, so they're definitely going on the countertop.
Like the Pocky was nice because it wasn't just chocolate and it was like small little bits and whatever. Yeah, and then we have all the leftovers from board game meat too. A can of Mare Sounds. Mm-hmm. It's horse sounds.
Let's add the mare context.
Yeah, it's mare made. Really? Yeah, but it's a beer.
It is. It does say made in America.
In America?
Yeah.
Make mares great again.
No. They were never not great.
Could they be greater?
That's impossible.
Could you make mares better?
That would make the universe explode.
Okay, so you have a mare.
Yeah.
Just sitting there.
Mm-hmm.
And then you add socks.
Ooh.
Is that better?
I mean, it's better when the mare is with socks, but it doesn't make the mare better necessarily. Because she's already as good.
Would you rather have a mare with or without socks?
She wants to be warm. So
I know. Which one would you rather have?
I want her to be warm. So
no, which one?
The socks.
So you want the mare with socks. So you have a preference, which means that
no,
mare
I don't have a preference. I know the mare will be happier with the socks.
What if they're very itchy?
Hmm?
What if they're itchy?
Well, then they can take the socks off.
While I'm watching.
Yes. Oh, no.
They look like they're NASCAR pictures. They love to see how fast they can drunkenly fall out of bed of the bed of the truck, hook up a car and pull them out, disconnect, climb back in and get off to the next car. As long as they're like not hurting anybody, because you should still not be drinking and
so
stuff.
You're going to load Rarity's hair in?
So I have with this one, no, I don't really need to. I have confirmed it does work. I haven't tested it works? For everything. The hair. I went and fixed one file.
Okay.
And I had to create a new file, save it, load it up as a miscellaneous, yank and extract the ones back out to the main file, delete all the original ones. Or before I brought it in, I had to make sure I go down to the whole trial structure, find the specific one out, delete it.
Okay.
And then it opened. Oh, no, it didn't open because the miscellaneous doesn't load anything when you put it in a misc bin. So it worked.
You can fix it.
But it took like 10 minutes per. Okay. And so it's going to take a while. And I did confirm other files are broken.
Yeah.
And that was after I went.
All were broken.
And I went and replaced all the files with the old files just to make sure it doesn't fix it.
Life is a series of lessons learned. And I learned a lesson.
It is why most times when I'm working on things, I save with a number 2 or a number 3.
Yeah.
So then I never have to replace anything because it's dangerous.
But that sounds like it's just going to fill up your hard drives, your very many hard drives.
Neat. You know what's even worse than that? Losing work.
Yes. Which is why I'm very happy you have because you're so smart. And
I have the know-how on how to recover it thanks to...
And you're so
what was
tall
his name?
And muscular, and I'm so happy about this. You can fix these things.
Glad you recognize.
Yeah, anything that'll get me in less trouble.
Zachariah Scott, I believe, did originally a tutorial on how to utilize the misc bin. It's this one. You can right click it and say import element, and you can go and just find a save file, and you basically can load an entire video into another video. Misc bin is just a miscellaneous bin. It isn't tied to anything. It's just like a holding area, so you can have a whole video in that and then just never do anything with it, but then you can copy paste pieces out of it. So for like fixing that, I went and loaded into misc bin and went down this whole trial structure, found all the models that I knew were broken, because it's in the miscellaneous bin, it's not loading anything, so it's not going to crash anything. Deleted them, then I copy pasted all those into all the shots within the misc bin to the appropriate shots within this one. So like if you go through the structure here, it's kind of messy, but you go to boop boop boop, and then I think no, that's the animation set. It's track groups.
I think that air compressor out in your in the garage is going to get a lot more use in the near future.
I can't remember the one. It's scenes. There it is. No. Oh, it's just only got one scene. Is that why I'm confused? Oh, there's only one scene here. That might be. No, it should still say shots. I never remember the exact one. There should be one that's called shots.
I love to see how fast they can drunkenly fall out of the bed.
So yeah,
of the truck.
Those are the groups of stuff. That's not right.
Just climb back in and off to the next car.
Oops. Yeah, I'd have to double check, but there is, if you have to go through this like whatever structure, but there is one that normally says shot one, or this one just says already soul splitting. Then you can find that, copy it, paste it to the same one within the other one. It'll usually pop up like as a double timeline. You'll see two timelines on like stacked on top of each other. You'll have to maybe move it or delete the original one to let it slide back in. It's kind of up to you. It doesn't copy any of your render settings. So if you have
Sir Edward, I'm not allowed to ask that.
Here.
I've already gotten in enough trouble recently. If we can't bring up the horse armor.
I'm working on one thing at a time.
I know. It's just that
I because the other one got borked, I'm working on this one.
But you unborked it.
I like to work on one thing at a time.
Yeah. I didn't ask. It was Sir Edward. Please, Sir Edward, don't get me in trouble. This is what I meant.
I know nothing of what Sir Edwards had said, but I do know that you're in trouble.
I'm gonna drink my horse sounds.
I can always buy some from Skyrim, though store bought isn't as good as homemade. Yeah.
I put together good horse armor.
I
did.
You made the horse armor?
I remade it. I kind of used it as an example, but like most of it, I'd say 2/3 of it is completely from scratch. So I made 2/3 of it and borrowed the rest, but the textures I recycled. The people will know that it was from them, but they'll be like curious how they'll be like, you definitely did shit to it, but anyway. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, I'm gonna use your air compressor a bunch in the near future.
For what?
I bought a paint shaker. And it's air powered.
Do know that it doesn't store any compressed air. It just constantly gives some level of compressed air.
Yeah.
Which is not that high if you need it to do pretty decent compressed air.
No, I don't need decent compressed air. I needed to shake a gallon of paint. Yeah, paint.
No, why do you have paint?
I don't have any paint.
What are you shaking mirrors?
But no.
What are you doing?
I looked more into carbonation.
No. If you're gonna blow a hole in the house,
I'm not gonna blow a hole in the house. with a gallon bank.
I mean, I guess you can't. The air compressor's outside.
Yeah.
So I guess.
And the hose is long enough to get it into.
No, you're not bringing it into the house.
I'm not gonna bring the compressor in the house because the hose is long enough.
No, that's what I meant. You're not bringing that in the house.
I looked into forced carbonation, and basically it's kind of a similar concept to making a meringue. Like, you got to get air in the egg whites, right? It's about getting CO2 into the liquid. So you shake it up a bunch until it's all like in there. And I'm like, I could either shake it by hand, which would break me because I'm 40 and old and like sad.
You are 40 now, aren't you?
Have you ever made a meringue from scratch? Anyone, chat. Have you ever made a meringue from scratch? Well, what I mean is you didn't use an electric mixer.
Half the people here probably don't even know what a meringue is.
Of course they do.
Like, I think if you ask some of them what's in a meringue, they couldn't even give me one ingredient.
It's only one ingredient.
I know, that's why.
Yes.
I thought there was egg in there too.
That's all that's in there.
But is there no sugar?
No.
I would think there's got to be some sugar.
There's no sugar.
There should be sugar. It goes in a dessert.
It would cause it to collapse.
See, now you told them all what's in it.
Yes. Basically, all a meringue is whipped egg whites. That's all it is. But you have to absolutely like stir the egg whites for the better part of an hour nonstop to do it by hand. I've done it once, never again. An electric mixer can get it done in a fraction of the time without killing your arm.
We have a mixer.
Yeah. I've made meringues here with that mixer. I'm saying in the past, I've done it one time.
So why don't you use that for your carbonation?
Then I'm going to be putting air and not CO2 into the
That's not
alcohol.
That's fine. It's bubbles.
It's going to turn it to vinegar.
It's bubbles.
I don't want vinegar.
But you want bubbles, right?
Yes.
The bubbles.
It would be bubbles. It would taste nasty, though. And it would quickly go bad.
That sounds fun.
Egg whites, if you've ever had meringue on top of a pie, it's fantastic. But it's probably the tastiest thing to do with egg whites. But yeah.
Oops,
No, I found a good way to get CO2 into the container with the alcohol. But now I needed to actually get into the alcohol, and I thought about it. You know what would do it without me breaking my arms? A paint shaker.
Why'd you ask the question? They give me an opportunity.
Because you already knew the answer.
No, you asked me to guess. I was gonna make some cool guesses.
What have been your guesses?
A pickup truck, like a shaky one. Mm-hmm. Adam.
Make Adam do it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure, you'd love that.
There's you put it in a fire.
No, that would cause the container to melt. But yeah, mix it up a bit.
Go to a strip club. Mm-hmm. Find the best twerker.
Yes. Give her some singles.
And bring some duct tape.
Mm-hmm. Just strap it on there. No, I thought about doing it by hand, and then I thought, wait, my shoulders already hurt.
Michael, here's a difficult question for you to answer. Provide me the name of one body part that doesn't hurt normally.
My pinky toe's fine.
The one furthest from everything. It doesn't hurt because it's numb and
yes, I don't feel
blood doesn't go through there anymore.
The diabetes make me not feel it no more. No, ain't got diabetes. Let's not spread that. That's like the one thing I don't want to happen.
Spreadable diabetes.
I just don't want it to jinx it. Okay, I drink beer like mad. It's gonna happen. What are you using for carbonation? Yeast. I guess the answer is yeast, and then I store the CO2 during the fermentation process in a separate tank. Let it get up to about 60 psi inside the tank, and then put it back into the alcohol once the fermentation is done. Most of the CO2 I end up just releasing into the air because, like, that tank fills up fast. It's a 5-gallon tank filled with 60 psi of CO2. I'll probably need it all.
No, actually, the cloak kind of does a good job of just kind of like smoothly going to a lower position. It still needs to blow in the wind, but it does transition pretty well.
No, I wouldn't want to put baking soda in my meat. That would make it taste nasty. It'd probably clump up too.
You put barbecue sauce in one.
Not barbecue sauce in it.
There was definitely barbecue sauce.
Um,
Well, that's when you said put strawberry in there, and there's no strawberry, so you lie all the time.
I did put strawberry in there. It all got filtered out by the filter. And then I was like, I can't use dehydrated fruit. I think it provided a lot of nutrients to that meat batch, but it just didn't go with it.
Flavor-wise, it was fine. It still was not
basic.
like
It was
far
basic.
from my favorite event. Well, I would say it was still too boozy tasting, and like I still like the ones that have that's almost clingy, sticky taste in your mouth. Like a lot of mead that you'll get like from Winehaven and stuff. The like Winehaven stuff just tastes a little bit like teeny bit of syrupy almost to it, and I like that thickness to it. Because if it's too boozy, I feel like I'm drinking it slow but not enjoying it. But if it's overly sweet, I'll still drink it slow, but then at least savor everyone and like.
Well, like the bonus to making it boozy is that it has a longer shelf life. Which is kind of important.
Just drink it faster.
Well, that's kind of always been what indicates to me whether or not it's a good batch or a bad batch. Did we drink it before the next batch?
Well, yeah, but normally it's like.
I'll get some tonight
because you usually put it out like at the very beginning of social events that are going to take 6 to 9 hours.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to drink heavy boozed stuff at noon.
Do you want to drink some tonight?
Maybe.
Okay, cool.
But like,
Still a lot
but it's when it's like noon and you're like, you guys want 20% booze? No, I don't.
I drank some.
Yes, you're.
And I got
up.
second place in our game. It was a very close game of Terraforming Mars. It was like everybody was like.
I liked how. Yeah, we played Terraforming Mars. And I like how for the vast majority of the game, I was 20 terraforming points ahead because the way I built. But in doing so, I had no points on the board, and so I still ended up. I think I got third. But that last round, if I would have let it go one round, I would have made like. Was it $96 in one generation?
Yeah.
Like, I was thinking gonna make stupid money.
You're making a lot of money.
Because of like 2 cards and then all the heat money.
I think what helped me was that loan, getting that loan card.
Yeah, you had a really good start. Well, you had good cards overall. You got blues. I only had 3 blue cards.
I had a lot of blues.
I had 3 total. Normally in the game, I love the blue cards, but I had none of them.
I like how I had the blue cards that were essentially coupons for titanium. I was getting discounts on all titanium stuff.
My favorite. So, talking about Terraforming Mars, if you've never played that, it's a very hard game to explain. But yeah, my favorite groups to go are either steel or titanium, like focused, and then getting the discount cards and all that. But I never saw a discount card. I never saw any of that. All I had the entire game was I had a corporation built from heat and using heat as money. And then I kept getting heat cards.
Yeah.
And so it'd be like, you want to make 4 more heat? You want to make I was making what, 28 heat at the end of the game? Like, I think the whole heat for the whole planet, other than 2, was me.
Yeah.
I raised the entire meter just myself. Because every generation I'm like, I'm gonna raise the heat 3 times. It was crazy.
I went into that thinking to myself, okay, just focus on making money and everything else will work out. And then I ended up not making, I was doing okay in money, but like my big thing was like just making microbes and turning them into oxygen over and over again, which I would have tied for first if you had not ended it and taken my oxygen from me. I was all prepped to like put down.
Yeah, he had a thing where he could like do this whole like 3 cards in a row to give himself like a free increase in oxygen every game. But I knew he was going to do that. But I also knew that like I had an advantage. But if we went one more round, I was gonna have none of it. My big advantage was getting all the heat up, and now the heat was done. So it's like, if I let this go one more round, I have no chance. I don't know what the point looks like right now, but this is the closest way to do it. So I jumped all of my money, bought 2 plants to throw the oxygen up so he couldn't get his last oxygen, but then it ended the game that generation and was the only chance I had. Going one more generation, I would have made a ton of money, but you can only buy 4 cards, and unless they were good cards, it wasn't going to help me. So
I had found life in all those attempts.
Also, being that it ends at the end of the generation once the game ends, my whole plan with that too was I waited until towards the end of it so that nobody had the opportunity to try to recover and do something with what they had to get maximized points instead of going or maximizing next turn, which is normally what you do. So, yeah, it still didn't help me, but I was close. I just needed more cities or something. But because I ended it, normally like Terraforming Mars works where like people build up their companies, and then about midway through, you'll start seeing some cities, but then towards the end, unless somebody was built for really plants, you just start, everything will become green. If I went one more generation, there would have been so many more plants and so many more points.
Yeah.
I was like, no.
I never put down a plant, and I only put down 2.
I built 2, and it was only to end the game.
And I never put down water either.
I had 2 plants. I placed, I think, a couple oceans, but those don't really count. I nuked a place.
You did.
I set up a fenced area of you cannot go in here, and then I also made a geothermal vent on a volcano. Like, all I did the whole time was just like, what can I make hotter? I enjoyed the game. It was fun.
It was fun.
I don't mind that I lost.
Even with the meat in my system, I was able to follow along. But they did have to like be like, no, that card doesn't do that. And I was like, oh, I thought it did that.
What? What card?
A couple of the cards. John and our friend John and Shauna, they play.
John, most people in here know John.
Yeah, they know a lot of, or they play a lot of Terraforming Mars, so they were very.
It was
very well with the cards.
Terraforming Mars was in Shauna's wedding vows.
Yes.
To him, which says something.
It absolutely does.
I knew that they played like Slay the Spire. I didn't know they played Terraforming Mars that much. And that's why I was pretty sure that we were going to be playing Terraforming Mars on Saturday. But that is fine because I enjoyed the game.
Shauna did win, so no.
Well, the first few times we she played, though, she didn't understand the game as much. But now that she's been playing a lot more on the side, she like has a much stronger understanding.
She does better than I do. You did not let one thing get by. No, it was fun.
No, I always like that game. It's just, normally it takes a while, but since we all had a pretty strong understanding of the game at that point, it actually went pretty damn quick.
Well, yeah, it did.
Like, if I would have let it go one more turn, the later turns start taking a while. It probably would have like went a lot longer. But
I think with any of those games, the more times you play it, the quicker they're going to go because people just understand everything a little better each time.
And you understand the mechanics, but the thing with Terraforming Mars is that all the cards are so different that every time you play, you're going to have a different direction you're going. Like, if I were to build to go with plants, I would really have no idea what cards work because I never really go plants. But then this time I never really go heat, but it ended up being the best option to go with. And so I had to like kind of read through things.
Yeah. I mean, Sunset, I'm making CO2 through the process of fermentation and I'm capturing it and keeping it. Yeah, I could probably go higher than I've been going with the one tank because the one tank I have is rated up to like 110 PSI. It's a corner tank. That's what they're just called. Corner tanks. I only put it up to about 60 because I don't want to play with fire.
I don't want you blowing a hole in the house.
Like if I needed more CO2, I could probably get a second tank and then just fill that one up too. But there's no point in paying for CO2 when I'm actively making it.
That I can understand, yeah. It's one of those, are you willing to pay it up front? Because if you were buying CO2, it'd probably be cheaper in the short term, but more expensive in the long term. because you had to buy this stuff in the tanks to make it so that you could store everything and recover it. And it takes a little extra time, but I know that you will do anything to save $1.
It doesn't. I mean, I have to kind of monitor it a little closer, but I'm actually starting another batch tonight. I got the base ready yesterday. I let it cool down because I always get it up to 140 degrees Celsius or 140 degrees Fahrenheit because that kills off any bacteria. I did a few batches where I didn't do that, and they ended up being really bad because they were contaminated. So I learned my lesson there. It's life again is about learning lessons.
If you're making it as a byproduct anyways, you might as well capture and save it. Well, like I had a conversation with Chris because we were talking about 3D printing stuff, and he's like, oh yeah, Crealities has a new thing where it allows you to do, you can recycle filament. So you can hand it things that were already made, and it will process it and put it back into a filament string and let you reprocess it again. You get a new filament.
Yeah.
But the cost for it is just not worth it because like buying all the equipment to do it is you have to buy a shredder and then a reprocessor. And I think together it's going to be like $1,200. Do you know how much filament that would buy? And like you could say like, and a lot of the filament that's destroyed is the poops. And the poops are either in small amounts or they're AMS. And if they're AMS, they're multicolored, which means, yeah, you could do it, but then it's going to be all different colors. And so it's like, cost-wise, it doesn't work for me. If you had a big farm of stuff, sure. But as an individual, like I couldn't figure out a way to make the cost
another
work.
recent example where I did buy this stuff is, you know how much I've cut up over the years with that chainsaw, the electric one? I've never once sharpened the chain. And on this last job I did, I noticed it was dull. And so I got a chain sharpener.
And dull chainsaws are dangerous.
I got a chain sharpener. But it was probably, if I had just bought a new chain, it probably would have been 1/4 of the cost. But it's like, that seems like a waste.
But you just cut down a whole tree.
Yeah.
Like, or the small tree thing. There's other ones that we can cut down, and we're going to be having an entire giant tree cut down soon.
Yeah.
So it seems like you could probably let that one go too long.
Which one?
The one that you had.
Oh, yeah. No, that last one, I probably put in twice as much work than I needed to because the chain was so dull.
Yeah, but then it gets dangerous, and then you don't want to do that too because it's big, spinny, sharp blade. So yeah, it'll pay for itself as long as you know you're going to put the time into it. But we have a big woods in the back. We're going to use it.
No, like the tank I store CO2 in, Sunset, actually has Pepsi stamped into the side of it because it was an old used to belong to Pepsi, and they were just getting rid of old tanks. It's fun. Yeah, you can use baking soda to make CO2, but like fermentation makes CO2 a lot, like more than I could possibly use. Like I'm brewing some high percentage stuff. When it gets going, it's absolutely pumping it. I ferment
every day. I'm pumping.
I ferment for about a month, and I have all the CO2 I need for the whole process within the first couple of days. So I could easily fill up another tank, and probably then some. I actually have to. There is a minor concern that if I didn't keep my eye on it, I keep a spudding valve on it, and there are emergency release valves on the tanks themselves because they are the proper equipment. But I do keep an eye on it because I don't want anything exploding. He doesn't want anything exploding.
I especially don't.
There are 2 levels of safety on those tanks to prevent it from happening, but I do keep an eye on it all the same.
Do you see what the temp's gonna be this week?
No, I didn't.
I
haven't been looking at the weather. Ooh, warm.
Except for then we're gonna get a bunch of snow and it's gonna get cold again. But I think all the snow's gonna melt because like there's one night where 36 is the low.
Yeah.
I mean, the snow, it's not going to mean next morning's no snow because snow holds its temperature very well, but still.
Like, I wonder how high PSI you need for the CO2 to actually become liquid CO2.
Oh.
Probably crazy high. But they're keeping it in an aluminum canister.
I'm going to say it's got to be pretty cold, but it's either going to be way too fucking cold or not cold enough.
Well, I mean, you keep a tank of liquid CO2 at room temperature, I would think.
Once it's under pressure, then the pressure itself can keep maintaining it.
That's why I'm saying, what's the PSI? Actually, it says at about 74 PSI, it starts to turn to liquid. And I'm taking those tanks up to about 60 PSI. So... Oh, wait, no, sorry, that's bars. About 826 to 1,000 PSI is when it becomes liquid.
I'm going to ask, and I want a truthful answer. Mm-hmm. You're not getting it up to that PSI in there, right?
No, because
okay.
The emergency release valve goes off at 110 PSI.
Okay, good.
So it's not going to
good. I don't want a bomb in your room.
Yes, that would be a bomb. Those tanks were made for holding Pepsi, not liquid night or CO2.
When I was in trucking, okay, so like if you ever have to ship like a pallet of stuff, any LTL less than truckload, unless you're selling even then, but if you're doing LTL, so like you're just shipping a pallet of something, like I can guarantee you they're going to cut every possible corner and your stuff is going to be treated like shit. I have never seen a trucking company that did LTL that didn't do everything possible to shove your shit in there in the most whatever painful manner just to save a buck, because they're more the capitalism is good to get prices down, but in this sense it is such a cutthroat market that saving dollars, it makes the difference on whether or not something is profitable, and they will like treat your stuff like crap. And we would get pressurized tanks in, and some of the things I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? You have a bomb and you're like, it says don't tip, and you're just shoving it in there sideways in wherever you can, because it was the perfect little spot for it. And you'd have like a label on something. Do not break shrink wrap. They'll break the shrink wrap. Do not unstack. They will unstack it and they will shove it in there box by box to be able to top off the back of that truck. Like, oh my God. Like some are a little bit better, but if you go cheap, you are getting, there's a reason they're cheap. Oh my God. Don't. Even that company I had a thing called they had a guaranteed thing where they would ship a whole truckload of something, and they would put a like label, like a tie on the back that had a number on it to guarantee that when you got there, that was your tie.
Yeah.
I would say half the time the person went to go open it, that would be a different number.
It's not good.
And they'd be like, because it was supposed to be that you closed it, you locked it, you saw it, and then when you go to the other end, somebody else physically opens it up again. The amount of times they would just open it up, because it'd be like, yeah, but there was a little bit of space, and it was always something bullshitty. And the deal would be like, well, if that happens, then you would get a certain amount of money back. Well, if there was a certain amount of space in there and they could make more money on sending it there, then it was worthwhile to break that contract. It was so shitty. Trucking was an interesting thing to just learn how our transportation system works, and it's not good.
It's about saving every penny.
The chemical socks they use for like if there's a chemical spill, and to help control the chemical spill. I'm
gonna pretend like I do.
So it's like a tube. It's a tube with a fabric on the end that if there's a spill, you put it around the outside so that if the spill gets up to it, it'll absorb it and it will hold it and contain it within that area.
Yeah.
And we are taught if there's a chemical spill, you use these things. So I did. We had a chemical spill of this like purple goop that was just spreading. I didn't know what it was. We didn't have the time to, so I pulled out the socks and I put it around there. I was yelled at so hard because, like, you know how expensive those things are, they're like $100 a piece. And I'm like, we're trained to use them. Like, no. They're like, just let it settle and we'll figure it out then. Well, so the stuff that it did contain ate up the top sealant of the concrete, so that when you peeled it off, it peeled the whole, like everything up with the concrete, and so that they had to reseal the concrete.
That seems like the exact thing you want to use that sock on.
And guess how expensive that was?
A lot more than the sock.
So it was, I would get like, I'd be like, well, we're almost out of staples. And they're like, well, how much stuff do you need to staple?
Really?
Yeah. Like,
staples.
Yeah.
Pinch and pennies.
It was, yeah. It was like paper items. They would try to reduce it was anything to cut corners on costs, because it is so fucking tight.
That seems like a manager that doesn't have enough to do.
I worked at 3 different trucking companies.
Justify his job.
Oh no, I worked at 2 different ones, but one of them I went back to the first one, but it was a different name and different manager. All 3 times, same thing.
Yeah.
It was the same thing. But then they had a water main breach, and it cost them $20,000 to fix it. And they complained about the cost, but they still did it. So it's like, but you're complaining about my fucking staples.
Yeah, $20,000 to fix that, but you're pinching pennies over staples. That's crazy.
They laid off some people, and then they cut everybody's hours 1 hour a day. So you had 7-hour days. You were still considered full time because you were 35 hours, and you were paid for 35 hours, but you still had to work 40.
Yeah.
And you could say like, yeah, you can leave. Yeah, but you're gonna get yelled at for not doing your job. So yeah, you still ended up working 40 hours.
Staff.
Like it was wage staff. It was a bullshitty system. If you're ever gonna do LTL shipments of anything, full pallets, they can sell you up the moon on things, but it's all up to you of how well you package the thing and how well you keep it contained. If they ask how many boxes are in it, don't tell them. Wrap it in a blanket, completely cover it, and then wrap that in shrink wrap. Don't show them that you have individual boxes to break down. If you have a pallet that looks like a full pallet and it as a full pallet, there's nothing they can do with it within it, they won't touch it then. But if it's obvious that you just have boxes on the outside, they will cut that shit open and they will shove it around the trailer, and they will say they'll put little labels on there, and I set up a system to do it. They won't do it because that's too much work. I gotta go back into the office to print out labels. Hell no, I'm not gonna do that. I mean, maybe it's better now because that was like, I haven't worked in trucking for over a decade, but still, it was, don't work in trucking. Drivers get paid shit. Office gets paid shit. Anyways, rant over.
It's a good rant. It's cathartic.
A little bit. I'm glad I'm out of there.
I'm actually, for my job, I'm going back to Italy.
When?
They haven't said yet. They just said this year.
Oh, this year?
Yeah.
Well, for training again?
Yeah. I know what they're going to train me on, and it's something I've already learned, but that'll just make me look even smarter when they go to do it.
Well, it's more of, are you going to go and tell them, please, don't send me to Italy?
No, I'm not going to do that. Also, if you're ever in a situation where somebody's showing you something, but you already know it, pretend you don't.
Oh no. The thing I do with my job is the other thing is never tell them how long it takes to do something.
Yeah.
Like my job, I can generally do it very quickly, but the implication, and I never even told them how long it takes, is that it takes a long time. I can do it quickly, but I don't want them to like have this new expectation of like, this is the bar on it. Now I can then spend time making clean and making it right instead of doing it quickly. But yeah, got to be sneaky.
Nolan, I don't rant. I don't know what you're talking about. What would I have to rant about?
You don't rant?
No, of course not. Ever.
I think it's this one I'm looking for.
I can do one thing though. I haven't checked My Little Pony news on stream in a bit. Look, new phone. Isn't it fancy? It's the newest of the new phones. Why my work gets it for me to look at emails and answer text, I don't know. Why I need an S25 to answer text messages?
Probably.
No, it's
there's from a company's perspective, cost and maintenance of older equipment. If they also buy certain amounts in bulk, they might get things a little cheaper.
They replaced an S21 with an S25.
What do I have?
I have older than both of them.
No, I think I have an S21. An S21 Ultra, but S22.
Yeah. I have it right here. This is the phone you sent me. I use it.
Yeah, that's his phone, but he has his work phone too. My work usually gives phones to people, and I didn't want one. For a while, it would actually be kind of useful because it had some other benefits, but like I didn't want a second phone to carry around, and there was nothing they needed to call me with, so I was like, no, like I don't want one. Originally, it used to make it a lot easier to log into the computers because whatever code you needed an app, and to get the app on my personal phone, I had to go through this whole process. Or you just get this little like dongle on your keychain that like does a satellite check or something that would get a code to log in. But yeah, I'm like, I don't know. I don't want a work phone. So many people at work I've heard have problems with them. Plus, they have, if like when we travel to Germany, I was disallowed from bringing like work equipment overseas. I have to, if I do, I have to go through this whole application process. If I bring within the United States, I'm fine. But if I go overseas with any work stuff, I have to do that. I already have to apply to my job to let them know where I'm going, where I'm going to be on what date. Even though it's not for a work trip, I need to let them know when I leave international.
I think the interesting thing going on with Pony right now is, as my non-existent rants have said in the past, Hasbro's broke. Like, they got broke because they're idiots. But
which I don't understand, because like from what I can tell now that I've gotten into the D&D space, is D&D is huge right now.
Yeah.
And they're in the 2024 and they have all this opportunity, but they're not releasing anything. Mm-hmm. Like, all these books could be written and people would buy them up so fast. I don't get it.
They were writing Sky High in 2019, and then a series of really bad decisions and the death of the CEO just caused the company to plummet because the CEO took over rant. Just fill in rant. But one of the things they did as a result is they couldn't afford to do shit. No more movies, no more TV series. Like, just keeping like copies of Monopoly on the shelf was proving difficult, and they actually got in a lawsuit because they lied about the number how much merchandise they had in the shelves. They're in the middle of a lawsuit because Hasbro lied about the amount of merchandise they had actually in stores to their shareholders.
In their defense, how many companies out there do you think like 100% tell the truth?
I think they were probably telling the truth when things were better.
Well, yeah, when things are doing great, they're gonna talk it up. I don't know many places that are gonna like have no problem the other way around. Why can't I hide or main? None.
Wait, okay, that's not my main. That's fucked.
No.
Okay, good.
No, like yours is this one. That makes it look like you got a really bad haircut. But I can adjust that.
But anyways, for my non-rant, Hasbro decided to try to save some of their franchises. They were going to just let out a memo, I guess, I don't know what you call it, to every company everywhere saying, hey, if you want to use our license, it's super cheap right now. My Little Pony, Transformers, G.I. Joe, we're not going to sell it to you, but if you want to buy our license to use for your stuff, we will sell it to you for use.
Yeah, that's cool.
And turns out, as far as My Little Pony is concerned, there was pardon my language, but there was a shit ton of takers, like a shit ton.
Good.
So
I think that's good.
Not only are we getting a movie from Amazon, probably next year.
Well, and HBO's going to do the Baldur's Gate series. That's technically a Hasbro. Yeah.
But there are a crap ton of games, and apparently the newest one is Super 7. That My Little Pony is going to be appearing in. Skull Panda, like a toy line. They have a My Little Pony collab thing. I think there's like what was it? I actually posted it in our spoilers in our other chat. Like some sort of like video game that's popular that My Little Pony characters are going to be showing up in. Basically, the gist is, I think Pony showed up in Roblox again.
Boom. There we go. I'm just being crazy.
Like Pony's showing up all over the place in all these like weird, odd places because Hasbro's just like leasing the IP for cheap, just to try to recover.
No, I think that's a good thing just in general. Like having, I can understand from a Hasbro's perspective that sometimes you want to have a little bit of hands-on with your IP, but at the same time, there's a lot of people out there that have a passion for certain IPs, and letting them kind of just go hog wild might benefit you as long as you've done your due diligence and you verified that they are a legitimate and okay business to have with your IP.
Yeah,
why not? The worst that's going to happen is you just kind of say, hey, that's not us, we licensed them but they did bad.
But like that's kind of one of the reasons it's blowing up in China right now, is because China was like, hey, you're the horse, we'll license that IP for like a crap ton of stuff.
I'm not really liking this hair.
We're getting a lot of Pony merch right now. It's just not all of it's here, but you can find it.
This hair kind of works, but it really makes her feel bald around here.
She's got her hair tucked inside of her hood.
Yeah, I mean, it's better than nothing, and it does work a lot better than the other hair did.
I kept the tail because the shade is a little different on the hair than the original.
Oh, yeah, I don't know where that one is. That one I'm just going to get rid of. Did you keep it available for me to remove?
Yes, I did keep it No, I guess I tied everything to the tail.
The tail is the easiest one to scale back, though.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, I hid that one.
I had to tie the main model to something, and I tied it to the tail.
No, that's...
What?
Why is she tied to the root?
Because you have to tie to a model.
Well, so normally in a bone merge, you keep the main parental structure to whatever model it is that you're doing. Mm-hmm. So you would keep the pelvis, the chest 1, the chest 2, the neck, and then the head. You'd keep all the bones leading up to it. But if you didn't have the legs included, you would just exclude the legs. Yeah. But you would keep all the other ones leading up to the other one. Mm-hmm. You would just include the bones. That's not how bone merging works.
I had to make at least one main model.
Yeah, I know, but that's where you'd use the pelvis.
But there is no pelvis.
Well, that's what other models do.
But they don't. This is a tail and a hat and hair.
Well, from a bone, if you're trying to like reduce and get rid of other bones, maintain the parental structure all the way to that bone. It just makes it a lot easier, because otherwise when I lock things, it can get a little funky.
You can just use the tail that I've provided you. Get rid of the other tail.
No.
Okay.
Because this one's, I've already got textured and colored to be exactly the other. The one that this one has is not the same. I think it's that way, this one, right? Yeah, this is the one that's not textured and corrected. Okay. This one is. See, the ones that you had were
because they're older.
Yeah, they're older, but I've already went and redone her head hair, but I didn't do her tail because I didn't need to. The tail was already done for an older model.
Okay.
And this is already here, so I'm saying.
We're trying to give her young hair rarity.
No, we're giving her the one that has bump maps.
Fair.
These are nice and clean. And you think she's not gonna like? She's gonna get hair extension, and she's gonna dye that shit.
Yeah.
Well, 10 watch streak. Thank you very much, Nixie. I'm actually surprised it's only 10.
I'm just glad it's working.
It is a good improvement over the other. I wish it was like brought a little bit up higher, but that's like a specific use case for this one, and that doesn't really count.
Well, the thing is, too, the other ones didn't have any bones in them. You couldn't do any movement with the hair.
Yeah, no, asking for a change that destroys its original use doesn't really make sense. So, no, it's fine as it is.
That was kind of the issue I noticed when I was.
But it moves. That's good.
That was the thing I noticed.
I'll worry about the clipping later.
With this hair, or for all the Ministry Mirror stuff, is that it was all static. It was just static models. It looked good in a picture, but it was not usable. I learned waiting.
You mean patience?
How to do bones and stuff.
Learn to be patient.
No.
No.
Like, no.
I am far from patient.
It's more so it's not that I'm so much patient, is that there's just not enough time in existence for all the things I aim to do.
So if I want to have her like react a little bit differently here.
Even this weekend, he's like, you should go take a day to relax. I'm like, I'm gonna go knock down a tree. So, you know.
Oh, that's kind of fine.
I actually expected that chain sharpener to be here today. Not looking.
Missed one with kitty illnesses. Did you see the new kitty game?
What? A new kitty game?
New kitty game called Meowgenics.
Oh no. That sounds. Why is there a mad scientist owning cats?
I was also wondering why it was a top game, whatever. It's made by the same creator as Binding of Isaac.
So you have to destroy the world with cats. Is the gist I'm getting?
Apparently, the game has what is told is too much content and is considered very good.
Off?
It just came out.
And 10% off opening day.
Yeah, like opening day, yeah. It's 97% positive. Apparently, somebody said it's like a mix of like Magic the Gathering, like deck building type things with all it makes a bunch of stuff, but apparently it's just a pretty decent game. This person says 250 hours for playtesting for the last 2 years. What did somebody say? It was
it looked creepy.
Apparently it's just like from the mind, kind of a fucked up mind.
Yeah, I like games like that.
But it apparently, like, the one comment said there's a lot of poop.
Well, yeah, it's cats. Cats are gonna poop everywhere. You have some experience.
Yeah. It looked creepy. It does look kind of weird. I don't know what these are. They look like cats. Mr. Dingus.
I think Mr. Dingus is dead.
I think Mr. Dingus is 8 years old too. So,
oh no, that's the cat that got mutated too much.
And I'm like, thanks, girl. But did you hear about that newbie in town who's been hoarding all those cats? Thinking they're talking about you, Tootsie. So yeah, it's it's a tactical grid-based combat too. You can buy some or what?
You got the hat for the cat.
Well, they had rare candy. Seaman's know-it-alls. Let's go. It's apparently really good, though.
It looks mildly interesting. Bizarre in a fun way.
Mr. Fritz finds a cat-shaped hole in the wall. It looks like it was made just for him. So yes, it's the developers are literally just like two guys, and it's from the Binding of Isaac and The End Is Nigh. The two developers. So, but yeah, it looks
oh my goodness,
interesting.
Yes,
Binding of Isaac is already kind of like an effed up in the brain kind of game. So, yeah, but it has cats.
Yes. Again, cats. Time is it?
7:02.
Oh, good. If I get another drink, I'm not an alcoholic.
Well, you came down late. I'm out though.
A couple minutes. Like, what do you want? Meat? You don't want meat.
I'll take mead, but I'll take like 40% of glass.
Half.
45.
49.
45.
I will do my best.
45. I'm gonna hold on. Okay, 45 would be about at the bottom of the encore text.
So the top of the encore text.
The bottom. I like the bottom. Okay, so this is going to be a pretty quick little... It's cats. It's cats. I can't make air quotes with my voice. It's just cats. Is Shooty Cats quotes cats? I mean, I would think so because there's only one cat in the... No. I mean, there's a tiger. That's a cat. And I think there's like 3 cats in the game. Okay, that's the better way to do it. Wait, where's the center? Right there. Okay. I always forget to like deselect eyes whenever I'm doing blends and stuff, because you don't want the eyes slowly moving to a position. You want them to kind of go there, to be there once the eyes close. So, boom, boom. But still a couple things I need to do to tweak them. So from here to here, she's already looking down, so there's no way I can do a transition. So we'll just do it from here. Okay, that looks fine, but from here, I can't have it go up higher from that position. Okay. And then same thing here, but I can do a little bit of an adjustment. So we will make it so that, because she is going and looking to the side, we'll have it just go a little bit left. Oh, that's too much. Okay. Not much, but it's a little bit. And I think I'm going to also increase convergence. That's not too much, but I want to bring in that other eye a little bit. It's probably going to ruin a little bit of the motion of this eye. Yeah. But it brings in the other one a little quicker. Michael?
Slipped.
Michael, that's the middle of the top word, not even the bottom of the bottom word.
Water refracts weirdly.
I would make a mess.
The clarity is really good. Check out the clarity on this. It's actually pretty solid.
The clarity is really good. Except for it was supposed to be red.
The strawberry didn't stay. It's not solvable, but I got plum juice in this next batch, and that's gonna stay. I just need to work on carbonation, but that's what the paint mixer's for.
It does concern me when you're like, I'm going to solve the issues with my booze with paint mixer.
Mm-hmm. It tastes good, though. It does taste good. It would just be better if it was fizzy.
Yeah. A little bit, anyway.
The carbonation adds a lot. Hello, Film Co. How are you on this fine Tuesday?
Hello, Film Co.
Does it taste boozy?
Oh, yeah.
I don't notice anymore.
It's not too boozy, but it definitely is boozy.
Oh, I know from experience that it's boozy. It's a matter of taste, though. I am getting better at this. Just gotta figure out carbonation, and I'll be golden. And this was supposed to be a strawberry mead. It turned into just a standard mead. So for a standard mead, quite good.
I need to figure out what shot is before this. I might be able to have it transition. Because like Twilight has the one where it kind of like zooms into her face really quickly, and don't want to have a shot that suddenly like stops a little bit. So I want to see which one is this one after that in the plan. I don't have the plan before. Oh no, oh yeah, this one isn't actiony. This isn't her death scene.
No, Ray does not die here.
Though I don't know what I'm going to actually put in that scene before it.
We talked about doing something with the CMC, but
no, that's earlier. That's to fill. Actually, I think that's this one.
Well, like you were talking about doing the CMC's death scenes, maybe like flashes from each of them or something.
No, I'm not doing any of them.
Okay.
No, because I don't have time to put theirs in there. I think I brought them up as I'm specifically not doing that. And you're like, well, Kilmares?
I like Kilmares. Now I had to think about Sweetie Belle again, because like, how does Sweetie Belle die? I'm like, the answer is, oh, she didn't. That's right. She's the one CMC who didn't.
Okay, so if I remember right, this helper is okay. It's located here. So the helper's purpose is to allow the camera to move within a moving environment without allowing it to have more nuanced motion separate from the large motion. So I need to get that figured out. So I could have it where it's like here. Oh, that's wrong rotation.
I like to think Rarity knew Sweetie made it to a vault. Or at least I'm sure she hoped. Being the overmare of like Vault 2, I think she probably felt Sweetie had a better chance than most.
What if we do like kind of a shot a little bit like...
No, don't do that. Especially after I've been drinking this mead.
This. Because no matter what, if I want to show...
It is a thread.
If I want to show both Snips and Rarity, that is a very quick camera I have to deal with, and so I'm trying to figure out ways to make that work. So if I put it a little bit closer behind him, I can have it kind of zoom much closer, or start having it back up and then get up closer to her. That's what I'm gonna try to do here. So we're gonna just...
I feel like given that Snips and Snails work directly for the Ministry of Image and for Rarity specifically, they would not be wearing rags. Just a thought.
It says he was wearing a cloak.
Yeah, but not rags.
That is all I had right then. I only just found these ones recently.
Yes, don't get upset.
I'm working on it. He has stolen a curtain and a white pair of whitey tighties.
He ripped a burlap sack in half and threw it on his back.
Yeah, and the whitey tighties on his head.
Yeah. It's like that's the latest fashion. Dark.
Once you put the colors on it, looks better.
It's a diaper.
See, it just all looks the same anyway.
Yeah.
All right. So this is going to basically be a straight line. I am not... I do not want to have the camera doing anything. The camera is going to be doing all of its motion separate from things. So I'm going to just have it do this. Then I grab here. Let's just go and take this helper though. It kind of has that hard beginning. We're just going to round it a little bit. So that it has this like some kind of faded ends. There we go. So how does that start? Okay, it starts pretty good. All right, and then from here to here, we're going to, let's go like something like this. Okay, and then from here to here, rarity needs to become the focus, and we're gonna like start having it like widen out the shot a little bit. We're gonna back it up a little bit.
Now you want to save your Michael's in charge for the rare occasions in which I start saying, hey, you should do this and this and this, and then he doesn't do it, and then I get to do it. But that's not now.
Is it possible for Michael in charge to become the reward animation until you are going to make a better one? No, because the purpose of the streams is, for one, to provide help to people, and also two, to give me work time. So yes. Having it constantly yanking time, like potentially for weeks away just because of one, no. That would be make it so that I wouldn't get a lot of other stuff done, and I need to be able to still focus.
I have a generally decent idea of how to animate in this program. And if I wanted to make an animation, I will, and I probably will again. But I have other things I'm focused on currently, mostly DRG. I don't play much video games anymore, and when I do, it tends to just be the same two over and over again, because I want to shut off my brain time. I don't play games that are mentally taxing as much as I used to. Because I do projects to mentally tax myself. Games are for turning off. But you need a ghost fact. Your ghost fact is ghosts are actually very malleable. Like they're like cats. They can fit into any kind of container. And they can like fit through grates and stuff. You think ghosts can like phase through walls? They don't. They just like find the cracks and they slip through those because they can morph themselves into any shape they want. So if you have a crack in your wall, that's just like a ghost door. So, patch those cracks. And they can get in through the ventilation too. Not much you can do about that. But, and that's your ghost fact. Yeah, you probably thought they could phase through walls and stuff because you're dumb. You're only ghost smart like me. That is true. I'm pretty sure the Pegasi, they just pee into the clouds, and they convince the ponies below that it's rain, and they think it's funny. Like they have to be peeing up there, right? They're not coming down to the ground to use the porta potties. Like you hope they have some decent advanced system to take care of stuff, but if somebody just whizzes off the edge of a cloud, who's gonna say anything? Like the dirt horses below, they don't know. It's mist by the time it reaches them.
Okay, we'll just leave that for now.
Of course, if you're like walking down the street and like a city of Pegasi starts floating overhead and just giant horse turds falling out of the sky, probably gonna file some complaints.
More than likely not. They probably would have had contracts signed prior.
They're allowed to shit on the cities below,
or that the Cloudsdale would utilize certain whatevers and then dump at certain locations. Then that if somebody doesn't do that without, that would be considered like defecation in public, and that therefore they would maybe do a certain like investigation to figure out who pooped.
Whose poop is this? Looking at you, Rapplejack.
Rapplejack?
Rapplejack. Keep rapping about apples.
There's so much poop. Because if you have like how many people do you think live in Cloudsdale?
100. It's not big. Like it's all tiny
No.
hovels.
Like they talk about Cloudsdale being like the capital of Pegasi.
Yeah.
I would think there's got to be hundreds of thousands of people that live in this.
It's not nearly that big.
Because if it isn't, how can you have a capital with a few hundred people? How many people live in the nation?
Olden days didn't have huge cities.
How many people live in Camelot?
We'll see.
12?
Like probably a couple hundred, maybe 500.
No, there's probably a few hundred noble.
They're mostly nobles.
Remember the movie?
Yeah.
That's so big. It's just that in the television show, they might have a harder time trying to represent scale sometimes because that scale is expensive.
I think it's just like we're talking like
olden days had huge cities.
Okay, let's name a year in London, and we'll check the population. What you consider olden days.
Let's go with would like 1834 work?
That's not olden days.
Okay, 1712.
That's still not what it before the New World.
1712 is medieval.
17. No, let's go back to 1500. How about that? 1500.
So you're saying Equestria is 1500s?
I'm saying population-wise, yes.
Why would you think population-wise only?
Because there's only like 10
They have trains
servicing hundreds of mares.
They have trains, Michael.
They do.
If they have trains, and then that would be at least 1850s.
Fine. We'll go to when was the train invented?
Yeah, but it was pretty well established at that point, so you can't do it at the point. I would have to give it like 20 years at least.
Okay, fine. I'm doing this train. It was 1804.
Okay.
So we'll go to 1825.
Okay, 1825. Population of London.
A lot of people in London in 1825.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying ponies didn't have that much kids. Because you're
making assumptions. How many people in 1825? You wrote this.
25.
Alexandria, Egypt had 600,000 people in 200 BC.
It had about 1.3 million people in London. But let's go back to the date that I wanted was 1500, which is what I think is more accurate to pony. That's about 50,000.
That's still a lot of people. And you said there was 100 in Cloudsdale.
They're living in hovels.
The cloud hovels?
Cloud hovels.
Hold on.
What? How many people are in a hovel? It's hovels.
Okay, Flutter Brother, and that is season 6. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Why that episode specifically?
Because it shows Ponyville houses.
Yeah, they're thatch roofs and shit.
Okay, Flutter Brother.
Good episode. I do like that episode.
Okay, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, look like a cloud hovel.
So they have Greek pillars.
Yeah, look at those ponies in the background.
A nice, well-manicured lawn, windows covering most surfaces, brick outlaying in the front.
It's all made out of cloud, man.
You could come have lunch with your father and me.
Oh, like, look at this. They have, like, this is a hovel?
Those chairs are definitely from the 70s.
Yes. But this is a hovel.
Yes.
His shirt's a hovel.
Look, I'm just saying that the ponies don't have nearly as enough kids. Like, of the main 6, only one of them had a kid.
Look at, they have like a nice fireplace with a picture over there. They have like shelves and I like her face right there.
And both their kids or children are never gonna have kids. That's because ponies just don't have a lot of kids.
Look at this.
Not a lot of ponies.
He opened a business.
Yeah, I'm just saying, like, of the main 6, one has one child.
You're saying Cloudsdale is a hovel, and then we go to Ponyville.
I'm saying the population.
This is a hovel.
The population is in decline.
I think you're trying to find an excuse.
I have examples. Ooh. I do like that episode.
I think that you have a mind's eye look at things.
I can see them, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm actually curious what the all-knowing AI computer would say.
I want to see the kind of, I can't tell that. Let's see what it says. It says 10,000 to 40,000, but first scale depiction the first one argues it's anything against anything like 100,000. See, I could see 10 to 40,000.
But you know where that places it?
Huh?
1500 London.
But we weren't talking about that. We're talking about Cloudsdale.
Oh, I'm typing Cloudsdale. It's probably 100, like 200.
Oh, I gotta go up here. Also, we are relying on an AI, which isn't
They all knowing.
Just give me a number. I don't need a reason.
Yeah. In the low millions.
So they're making an assumption of something like 5 to 10% of all Pegasi. So they say 10 to 25,000.
Okay.
But so they're saying 18,000. But again, I'm ignoring all the reasoning that they're giving for it.
Saying 18,000. That's still low. That's still 1,500.
There is no possible way that if every city in all of the country had that many people, that the castle would have the tax money and revenue that it does.
They love her so much. They're like mommy. They like her. Like,
and also, oh, wait. You know what? Hold on.
Then they got magic. Let's like not pretend like magic isn't a thing.
So we're talking 1500s.
Yes.
But when we look at Manhattan,
they got magic. They're magical. They can have nicer stuff.
I feel like all that is just an excuse.
It's not
to make it so that you win an argument.
Here, I know what.
You know what? This is my face.
Go down. There's that picture of Coco. Click on it.
This one?
Yeah, that's cute. I like that one.
That's not what we're here for.
Those numbers actually seem reasonable. I agree.
Sure, but I'm trying to think of how, like, just the financials of everything work. Manhattan, for the size of the buildings and everything, and the size of that city, is looking similar to, let's say, Minneapolis. Minneapolis has 900,000 people.
They paid for a radish or cherries, I can't remember, with gold. They have resources out the horse wazoo. They are
Michael,
swimming in it.
Michael, there's Twitch terms and conditions, and I'd appreciate if you not talk about horse wazoos.
We can get in trouble. No, having magic has its advantages, clearly.
Oh, I just moved that the wrong. Magic breaks everything.
I think they got some basic stuff figured out.
No, like in any economy, like even D&D has the problem of they're like, I'm 500 years old, but it also talks about in the exact time that they're there, that they're developing some new technologies. Mm-hmm. There's no way that you have maintained a society for like the 500-year lifespan of somebody and not had multiple developments change. Though Asimov in his books actually does a good coverage of that, because the spacers in there live in a society that they have perfected how they not breed humans, but how they genetically select humans and whatever, and that a human on average lives like 400 years or something. That's so equivalent of like an elf. And they don't even look like they've gotten that older. They age slower.
It's more of a dwarf.
But that humanity still takes over because as people got older and their legacy grew longer, they started getting to have more control of what their little like space was. And so they didn't want to share knowledge. And so a lot of people might be working on the same thing and developing the same thing. So early on in their society, they had huge advancements, but then they stalled because they lived too long.
Yeah.
Like having a humanity by having them die and then knowledge transferred to another person that with a new thoughts, new insights, new everything allowed society to grow faster. It's basically like the like doing for a agile mentality of like 2-week sprints. You fail fast, and so the idea was humanity could grow much faster and develop faster. And I think that's kind of how D&D is built, is like all these species live forever or like long amounts of time, and then they just don't develop anything.
I would argue for horse, their society is developing faster with fewer people because they have access to resources that we don't, aka magical powers. And they probably aren't suffering from lack of resources in any real respect. So that like Applejack works hard, but she probably works like a half day compared to us and gets to go like pursue hobbies and like.
But a lot of it too, like at least like in D&D, the main reason that like, because like magic limits at 9, but originally there was like, 9th level, but there was 10th, 11th, and 12th level magics. Mm-hmm. But the 12th level magic was when it was the only spell cast was to try to have somebody become a god. And he decided that he wanted to become the god of magic. And that god was like, what the fuck are you doing? And collapsed all of magic in doing it and shut off magic for a few hours. But they were all floating magical cities. So all of them collapsed. And
that actually happens in My Little Pony.
And so a new god of magic is born, and I think she dies like 3 times overall and always is reborn. But when she comes back, she's like, all right, you guys are doing some weird fucking shit with magic. So she limits it on how much magic they can use to 9, so that they couldn't go godlike in overusing their powers, like continent type magic.
Wasn't that the whole thing with guy whose name starts with a G? In Baldur's Gate. Gale. He wanted to go deeper. Yeah, Gale
ends up, if you go far enough in there, starts working with Mystra.
Yeah.
Mystra is the god of magic.
Yeah.
And so there is some stuff with that. Mistral, I guess every incarnation has a different name, prevents magic from growing beyond a certain level. But when you have a society that's built on easy buttons, which is what I consider magic to be, is allows easy buttons. Like one of the 10th level spells was, I think it was a 10th level, it was like a ground manipulation that they could just build anything out of stone. And so there was no need to develop technologies to advance further when you had this magic. And when they limited it to 9, I feel like in that society that you have this easy button, but you can't grow it further. So there's no point to develop further, but you also can't move beyond a certain technological standpoint then. So you're limiting your ability to develop, but you also have a ceiling. And you could say that Horse has that, where you have magic, and there's potentially borderlines to magic or abilities for magic. And so then their society, because the easy button, doesn't want to develop further, because why would you?
It's difficult. It can be developed further, but
why would you when you have easy button?
Yeah.
Like, why would you develop a technology to do something when you already have something that does it way easier?
Well, I like the idea that, at least in Fallout Equestria, if you read into it, like, they develop engines that run off magic. Like, it's not that it's necessarily, there isn't technology, there are technologies that can be developed around the easy button. It's just a new source of power, a new thing to use. Like, Twilight moves a freaking, like, she's an exception, but she moves a freaking water tower by herself.
Yeah, but it's normally that to have iteration and development, you take tiny little steps that get you closer and closer to a better and better and better solution. But if you already have one up here, nobody's going to make a baby step here, because what's the point? You already have something that's better.
Yeah.
And if that's your literally stopping point, it's hard to get anybody to develop worse things to eventually get past the better thing.
I don't think there's ever a stopping point, though. I think if you're brought up to here, you're still gonna want to go here.
Yeah, but what they're saying, if magic is hard capped,
Yeah.
to where there's nothing you can do to go beyond that, you're not going to have many people that are trying to figure out non-magical ways to fill that gap and be making something that's worse over that time, because that development takes a while.
I can see people developing things that take that magical cap and push it a little further.
But that is where, like, that's why I was using D&D as an example, is there is somebody holding it down that is saying no, and if you try to mess with them, they can just snap and you can't do magic anymore.
Yeah.
So, like, there is that there.
It was probably in Project Horizons, but they talk about arcane magic engines, like literal arcane punk engines, to replace the coal engines because like the whole thing in Fallout is, by the end, the war starts over them fighting over oil, but by the end of the war, everyone's using nuclear power for everything. So the oil's not even important anymore. For the Fallout Equestria universe, they started fighting over coal, but by the end of the war, everything was using arcane engines. So it's similar in that regard, which is just
why are we fighting again? For oil. We don't even need the oil anymore. Yeah, but it's very beneficial for our society to maintain this war.
Well, it was like they were terrified of each other just because they, like, by the
War
end
is
of the
profitable.
Yes, that's what Ferengis say. Like, arcane punk is a thing. Like, that's what the whole series.
That's what D&D is.
Yeah, it's kind
D&D is
arcane punk.
I've read things about, like, different ways to play a campaign, and they're like, do a magicless campaign. They're like, but do know that that is basically impossible, and there's no way you can separate D&D from magic.
Yeah,
like, because it is basically magic punk.
Like, the best arcane punk, like, My Little Pony is arcade punk, but the clear and obvious
arcade punk
arcane
I like
punk.
arcade punk.
My Little Pony is arcane punk. The show Arcane is very clearly arcane punk. No, it's 100% arcane punk.
It's magic, but I would say arcane does mix in a lot of steampunk to it too.
Well, but they're not powering it for the coal. They're powering that stuff.
But they're not just they're not just waving their hands and making magic. The magic that they're using is imbued in physical objects.
Yes.
Which is a little different than just like casting a spell.
Well, no, like the super squeezy cider car in that episode. It was a car, very much mechanical, but it was powered by magic. That's arcane punk. It is a magical. It is
the Earth Ponies.
It is a physical device. The brothers weren't.
Wow. You think Earth Ponies don't have any magic?
They do. But
Season 5, Generation 5 showed they have magic.
That was.
Remember the little tiny horsey that made little like glows across the ground?
Yeah, they did. That was like they made vines grow like mad. It was crazy.
Yeah.
Stupid.
It's
far less nuanced than
Earth Ponies aren't just swole.
Earth Ponies are supposed to be strong, and they're supposed to have a connection to the Earth. They're not
Techno magic. Well, I think that if you have two similar, that's why I feel like if you steampunk and magic mixed together, you can mix different genres. Like cyber. What is the
cyberpunk's like battery?
Shadowrun. Isn't Shadowrun like a D&D tabletop game that is based on like a cyberpunk type thing?
Oh,
but I'm gonna guess it has magic.
Shadowrun, because I loved that game.
Well, no, Shadowrun is a name. It's saying Shadowrun is like saying Dungeons and Dragons. It is a tabletop play game.
It started out as a Super NES game, I think.
No, I'm pretty sure it's from before that.
Are you sure? Because Shadowrun was a super popular Super NES game that like helped define a genre.
Uh, 1989.
Okay, so a little bit before the Super NES game then.
Yeah. No, it's based on a well, 2050. We're getting there pretty quick. Yeah, it is a Shadowrun is a science magic and techno magic. Yeah, so it's basically what I would say like is a mixture between a magic or arcane punk and a steampunk.
Well, what always defines the punk is
cyberpunk. Sorry,
what is the power source? Cyberpunk's always been like the power source is a battery, it could
electricity,
be whatever. It's a battery. Like if batteries are a thing, it's powered off.
I would say Cyberpunk's never has been a little bit less about the power source and more about like the utilization of advanced technology.
Kinda.
Digital is what I would say.
Which is why I would say battery.
Yeah, but battery is a power source, not a power generation. Where steampunk is made by steam.
Well,
battery is a storage mechanism.
The battery can be charged off of solar. So if it's like,
but if you can't,
solar,
yeah, sir, but
you're not going to say hydropunk or solar punk. It's going to be cyberpunk.
Sounds cool though.
It's going to be cyberpunk.
Well, what about windpunk? We're going to Norway.
I like the idea of it. Like I'm going like killer robots that have to stop when the wind dies down.
See, but that's kind of cool.
Yeah,
like a combat that like you have to look at the wind direction and the wind strength dependent on like how things work in the field. You can make that actually really cool.
But like
I like that mare punk. I don't know how you make energy from mares.
Like tons of mares running on treadmills. They're wearing little outfits, little workout outfits.
They're wearing workout outfits. we want cheap energy, so we're gonna make it a bunch of mares, but we're also gonna invest in cute little outfits.
They got little workout outfits. No, like
solar punk is a genre most utopian out of all the punks. Okay. No, that to me, solar punk sounds like a futuristic, maybe through space type thing, traveling across
really
galaxies.
Pushing into cyberpunk at that point.
But it's to me, cyberpunk is you're still within your planet, going into space. Then what would you call it?
It's still cyberpunk.
Nah,
because it's the power source that matters.
No, where does that define it?
Diesel punk is a combustion
just because
engine.
that has been the trend that you've seen doesn't mean that is the trend that it always is.
That's how you define things. Diesel punk is a combustion engine.
So how does space work?
It's going to be cyberpunk.
So where does cyber come from?
It's just a general thing for anything power.
That's not a power source.
Battery.
Battery is a power storage.
It is what is providing the cyborg power.
Cyborg, it's cyber.
Yeah, I'm just saying, if there's a cyborg in a cyberpunk and he's not being powered by a diesel engine, it's cyberpunk. If he's being powered by a diesel engine on his back, that's diesel punk. I have to look it up like I don't know.
High technology and low social trust moved in together. Yeah, that's also a very important one. Usually it's a dystopian environment run by some mega corporations.
I feel like you could have a happy cyberpunk.
High tech, low life. Yeah, cyber means cybernetics. That tends to be the big focus on it. It's cybernetics.
Powered by batteries.
They're not okay, but where do the batteries get their power? You said power source, not the power storage.
I guess, but
no. See, now you're saying I guess. You're just making shit up. See, I'm gonna make shit up too. It comes from dogs.
I'm not making it up.
Dogs on they wear little booties and they run.
The power is coming from at the point of which it's being utilized. That is what matters.
So you're saying steampunk?
Yes, steam engine.
So the style of their hat is dependent on the source of their energy.
What does the hat have to do with anything?
The gears on everything. Gears are the biggest sense of steampunk. Gears are the biggest thing that come out of steampunk.
No, steam engines are steampunk. You can do.
If you were to say, give somebody one word to come out of what defines steampunk from
steam engine.
From the look, they would say gears.
Yes, but it's the steam engine that defines it.
But
that's why it's called steampunk.
Yes, but it's the style that defines the genre. Cyberpunk has a style. Steampunk has a style. Dieselpunk has a style. The source of energy might be a source of whatever, but the style is what defines it.
Diesel's combustion engine.
So you could make steampunk without gears.
Yes.
No.
if it's just pistons.
No, I adamantly disagree.
Are you trying to say that a steam powered locomotive that
No,
has
I'm saying
no gears
you could
isn't
have
steampunk?
so any story written where steam is the power is steampunk.
Where steam engines is the primary power, yes.
Any story.
If that's the emphasis, and it's kind of
So westerns
futuristic.
are steampunk.
Wild Wild West is steampunk.
No, you're saying I said any steam. Wild West movies are within the steam era. Therefore, The Good and the Bad, the Ugly is a steampunk movie.
I would say that you have to take that technology to an extreme, to where it's almost.
So now you're adding to it. You just said the energy matters. Now you say, oh no, we got to do this.
In the realm of sci-fi. In the realm of sci-fi, the power source defines the type of punk it is. So Wild Wild West is a steampunk.
How about Westworld, or what is it called? The sci-fi robots, futuristic movie based in the Wild West.
That's cyberpunk.
But it's all Wild West.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
Like behind the scenes,
Westworld.
it is not.
Behind the scenes it isn't, but the whole series
They're
is.
cyborgs powered by
No.
batteries.
No. Trying to think of another weird example, but I'll have to think on it.
Like the only one we didn't bring up is Fallout, which is nuclear punk or atom punk. It's atom punk because atom punk sounds better.
He's upstairs.
Yeah, he is. He's a punk.
Nuke punk.
Atom punk sounds better.
So could you make an atom punk where all the music is Justin Bieber?
You could. You get slapped for it.
Because I feel like atom punk also now has a requirement to be 50s style.
But that's just because Fallout has ingrained it
because
that way.
because that was the nuclear era.
That was
Anything nuclear has a 50s vibe to it, not because of Fallout. Fallout just worked off the vibe.
Fallout's the only one who's done atom punk
There's
really
usually a primary punk, then followed by sub punks.
Sub-punks.
First we need to go and determine our primary punk, and then we must mix it with our sub-level punks, which then have their tertiary level punks.
No, you cannot make My Little Pony without Pony, and I was actually thinking about this today.
Baby.
Atom bomb baby, sweet as the crowd. Radio, big explosion in her soul. Electronic control. Something like that. Yeah. I don't remember all the words. I'm sorry. The point is, My Little Pony is atom punk. No. Arcane punk. Yeah, I'm all over the place now. I have no idea.
Fallout would be atom punk. Yeah, well, if you're going to define it by something, I can understand that the word itself generally, because power sources tend to center around a certain theme and make sense better within a theme, that then it just works that way. Like gear punk wouldn't define it as much as well as steampunk would.
You could do clockwork punk, and I've seen clockwork punk done a little bit.
You can't.
Sure you can.
What's the power source?
It would be a person pulling a winding a gear.
Hamsters on a wheel.
Hamster punk?
Ham punk?
No, but like
Furry punk.
I think it was
Furry punk. It's all just people in fursuits just heating up a room with a giant orgy.
Clockwork punk is a thing, and I saw it done pretty well in Return. What was it? Return to Oz.
Thank you, sir.
Where there was a clockwork man who constantly needed to be wound to continue functioning. Like he had a key in his bag, and somebody had to continuously wind it, or he would essentially die, which is terrifying. But that would be a good example of clockwork punk. Running an entire society that way isn't practical.
Punks
but
got
I've
so
seen
many
it done
punks.
in
It's so confusing
small.
that some guy ended up creating a website that cataloged and defined the punks. Yes, but we can't open that because Michael will just go on a rant.
I will, and I'll continue my rant.
Yeah, thank you, Edward.
Yes, this is very good. Furry punk.
It's also for the it's heating up the room with their giant orgy.
Jeez.
There was a cyberpunk game that was kind of like was all with furries. Bio something. It wasn't Biomutant. Technically, that was. It was a furry post-apocalypse game, but it was post-apocalypse.
I mean, there's Star Fox, but that's just
no.
That's kind of
it was it,
but that's more just
it was just
opera.
It was kind of like SOCOM, not SOCOM, the tactical combat type game. I forgot what it was called though. It's very Funk would need very efficient engines. Don't open the door though. You need to knock first.
That's the thing.
I forgot what it's called. I remember tried playing it and I just didn't like it. It had like the main character was like a duck and a pig. I know duck was one of them. I tried playing it. It wasn't bad. I just couldn't get into it.
I'm actually struggling to think of any other like anything that has done Atom Punk besides Fallout, which is surprising because that's a very reliable
yes.
power source.
One came out not long ago. Oh,
because what's that? What's the iron thing you like? That's Diesel Punk.
The what iron thing?
The scythe.
Oh, scythe is Diesel Punk.
Yeah, that's Diesel Punk.
No, there was a game that came out not long ago, within the last like 2 or 3 years, that was Atom Punk. Actually, there was another one. Atomic Heart.
Did that? Well, I don't know what the power source for everything was. It says it has the word atomic in it, but is it emphasized that everything's nuclear powered?
Yeah, it's based on like I think in Russia. Yeah, it's like based on like a 50s kind of style.
But is it emphasized that they're all being powered off of like
Fat Boy?
Okay, they're just stealing at that point.
No, it's Fallout stole it.
Yeah, I guess, kind of, maybe.
They're not gonna do it. Yeah, because it's more.
Well, the Fallout does it. What kind of punk does it say it is? Like, does it if it says Atom Punk specifically for Fallout, then that's a genre within their thing.
No, it doesn't say anything.
That doesn't. But yeah, Fallout's definitely Atom Punk.
No, Atomic Heart was. There was a different one that came out. I'm not going to remember the name of it. There was Atomic Heart is basically a big Deus Ex Machina that let the SSR prosper. Yeah. Fat Boy is an atomic bomb name. Yeah, everything else is derivative.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
yes, technically, sure.
Fallout invented nuclear bombs.
It's an impressive. They got very deep.
No, there was a different one that came out just a couple years ago that was kind of like Fallout, but you can't just say post-apocalypse with atoms and just say, well, it's derivative of Fallout.
I'm not even saying it has to be post-apocalypse to be Atom Punk. It just has the main power source for everything pushed to a sci-fi extreme needs to be nuclear power.
What was BioShock Infinite's power? What would that be called?
It's not Atom Punk, even though it kind of feels like it.
That's a hard one.
How do they generate energy for the city is the question.
Because it feels like it's punk. It's everything taken to an extreme.
Would it be hydropunk?
I would almost call it like capital punk or capitalism punk.
Capitalism isn't powering the city.
Well, it was powering it in some way. It powered the economy.
Was it geothermal? Is it geothermal punk?
Yeah, it was geothermal in BioShock 1 and 2. They're in the sky in 3. So what would it be?
I feel like it's hydropunk.
Well, they're probably air powered at that point. Like you would have so much wind.
Wind?
It's probably got to be atom punk though.
No, it's not atom punk. It's not nuclear.
How do you know?
It's not. I'm gonna ask the internet. Okay, the internet classifies it as diesel punk.
BioShock Infinite?
But I don't know that there
I
is
would
combustion engines. Diesel punk's 100%.
But it's going from the style. From the style, sure.
Based on the style.
I could
based on the power source.
Based on the style, I would. Okay. Well, see, you're having your whole thing break down now.
No, I'm not.
What's the power source?
I think this is wrong. If it's
I'm going to go to the internet. I don't like what the internet said. It's wrong. Wow. Welcome to America.
No, I'm just saying that if you're not powering your everything off of diesel,
I
cannot
don't
classify it as diesel punk.
Can you go somewhere and find the generalized definition that punks are defined by the power source?
They are.
No, I want somewhere that states that. And not just the first, like, GeoCities website you find.
I'll find whatever validates me.
Go to a ChatGPT and ask. I'm not going to do it because it would have to be a detailed question of, you know what? Screw it. We're going to do it.
I'm already doing it.
Hold on. Okay.
It's gonna be different than yours. No, and see, that's telling me about punk rock. It's specifically in regards to sci-fi. Science fiction. It's got a long, like, nonsense definition. It's the power source. It's basically going on a rant. Okay, it does say steampunk is very much defined by steam power.
That one does, but
Diesel punk, combustion engines. Biopunk, genetic engineering, biotechnology. Atom punk, space age optimism, ray guns, Cold War phenomenon, atomic power. Solar punk is a thing, often utopian.
a specific technological era or aesthetic foundation, a word shaped heavily by that technology, and a rebellious or subversive perspective toward power structures. That's, I think, the punk part of it.
Clock punch.
So it says cyber refers to cybernetics and digital networks. Diesel technically refers to interwar World War II era, not as much the power source, because the theme of it is what matters.
Here it is saying diesel punk, World War II era, this genre, dirty grime, oily technology, and based on the internal combustion engine.
Yes, but the first part of it is stating that the theme that falls around it, World War II, actually I would say almost more World War I, is the defining thing. If you were to suddenly throw nukes in there, it wouldn't feel like anything works in that universe anyway. So it's that theme and the energy source are usually tied together.
The energy source is the defining.
No, the energy source is a part of it, but it also is the theme. There's other elements to it, not just the power source.
But
if you were to do Fallout, but do it in medieval Rome with atom power, would that work?
What I was gonna say is, if you took like a diesel engine and you had a cyborg powered by a diesel engine, solely by a diesel engine, and you put him in any setting,
I know, but
it would still be diesel punk.
But it's the style of how that robot works is defining that genre. They're running on diesel power, but if you said it was diesel power, but then you like made it ultra futuristic, or suddenly you threw it in a different genre,
it's still diesel
more.
punk.
There's a list of things that are looked for, not one thing.
But it's that one thing, and then the things around it have helped to define it. But it's that one thing that it's like its core. If you took Star Wars and all those AT-ATs were powered by diesel engines, that would be diesel punk.
They probably are.
I just like the idea of giant plumes of like diesel fumes coming out the back of those things.
No, they are. They have fire pits inside.
Yeah,
and then there's somebody with a blanket that just goes like this.
I like the idea because they have clock punk on here, and I just like a big wind.
But no, but how does clock work?
Wind up.
So, but clocks aren't a power source.
No,
Winding
wind,
is a source.
yes.
Where does clock come in?
It's clock punk.
Okay, so somebody
Clockwork
has
gears,
so
springs, typically set
yes,
Renaissance.
but clock isn't a power source.
If you
The winding is. So why is it clock?
anything can wind the wine. It's like the batteries.
So why is that called wind punk or something like that? Why is it clock punk?
Because
why
gears.
is a robot required to have a clock in it?
No, it's the
Then why is it clock punk?
Because it's clockwork. Clockwork gears.
No, he's really
See,
stretching
that's
it.
where you're confused because you were trying to merge the gears into steampunk.
No, steampunk is gears.
Gears is clock punk.
Oh, Michael. Look at all this. It's gears.
There's no gears. Look at all these.
Look at this gears there. Look at these gears. Gears. There's gears
I'm not
everywhere.
saying there can't be gears in steampunk.
Oh, he says you can't. Like,
I'm
is he
saying
covered again? That is
what
100%
defines
AI. That hat would
It's
collapse. Well, I know. Thank you for clarifying. There was an audio pack that just came out on Humble Bundle. It was like 60,000 audio bits, and like a lot of the images for them were 100% AI images. And I'm like, well, wait, I'm not going to buy an audio pack if it's just all AI audio. And then you go into it, and they use AI for their imagery, but inside it says, we did not use AI for blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, but you already did for the image, so why can I trust your audio? Like, there was a bike that tried to do the cyberpunk thing of having the like no spokes, and so it was a wheel that just went around the like there was no center. It was all rotating around some outside thing.
Yeah.
It was a horrible, horrible, horrible bicycle.
It does sound like a bad bicycle.
It like was inefficient. It was super loud.
Yeah.
Because all the gears you need to like make these tiny little wheel things work, it's like why? So you have the hollow in the center of the tire.
Apple bike.
And so yeah, it was horrible design. Hello, Godzilla man.
I do like the design of the bike in the movie Steam Boy.
Michael's being angry boy.
I'm not being angry. I'm just being right.
You've done nothing to prove your rightness.
I showed you my.
You went to an AI and I went to an AI, and my AI is more right than your AI.
Yeah. Well, I defined the question better.
But see, no, that's what it is, and that's why I said like, how you ask the question defines on how they answer the question.
Yeah.
So did you put in your question? What was your question?
What defines punk in science fiction?
See, you were too generalized. What would FOE punk be called? Well, no, that doesn't work.
Fallout Equestria punk?
That would just be...
It's still arcane punk.
That would still be arcane punk, yes.
It's still very much arcane punk.
The thing is, they're fighting for oil.
They're fighting over coal.
Okay, they're fighting over coal.
So it was steampunk, but they go back to arcane punk. It's kind of a mix of arcane punk and steampunk.
No, you can't. It's one or the other. It's power source. You can't have two power sources.
My Little Pony is arcane punk.
Why do we need
general.
AI to tell us what punk is? AI is the opposite of punk. What does AI know? Yeah, yeah. What is AI punk?
Yeah, you just listen to me. That's what you should be doing, Sir Edward. Like Clockwork Punk, I don't think it's nearly as much attention, but like having to wind up a robot over and over again would get tiring.
It depends on how you do it. Like there's a lot of different type of D&D settings that can take advantage of that. True Starfire.
Yeah.
Where you can say like, you could remove the magic from the universe, but then like only give specific people to it. So you could put like a diesel punk world, but then give your party magic and like see how the world reacts. Like there's mixing genres is neat because normally whichever one is magical to the other. If you only have, whichever one you have, the other one is magical if they didn't have it. So LTD water bottle, it's kind of old now. It's got like.
He had another one, but he kept breaking the handle.
No, the other one I used for bed.
You could probably print off a new top for the other one.
No, it wouldn't seal right, and you need a rubber seals and stuff. No, this one doesn't break anymore because they realized that they were breaking them a lot, and so they updated them.
Okay.
So I got the newer ones. This one I've already dropped twice and hasn't broke, so it's way better. Yeah, I had the old tops. I had 3 of them, and they all 3 broke. Yeah, this one's a little beat up. It's a little like worn on the bottom and stuff. I've had this one for a while. This is my walker, and then I have one I use my room for like at bed, so that if I need a drink of water, I don't have to worry about knocking over a glass or something. So I use a thermos. So I got the smaller one, but then I wanted a bigger one, so I got that one.
I feel like the mead.
You have the blue one.
To do
Nice.
with our rant.
I like having water bottles. I'm usually don't drink enough water, and it's helped me drink more. I wouldn't say it's like made a huge difference, but I do end up drinking more, especially at work.
Do you want more mead?
No, not more mead. I'll take a beer.
I'll bring you a beer, but I'm gonna get more mead.
See, this is the problem I know you have with mead, because like you end up like getting really drunk.
It's really good.
No, this as I drink it, it got better. No, I'll take a butterscotch. I think no.
There's still that one nut beer.
No, I'll take a butterscotch. Actually, yeah.
What is G5 with its mix of technology? I'm gonna bring you the beer. You can
But it's dirty.
not. It's filled with honey water.
I don't want that with my butterscotch. I don't want honey butterscotch.
Oh yeah, who would want that?
Ah.
I have to imagine what technology they have is still very much magic based.
G5 was still arcane punk, but they were trying to make it feel a lot more like modern day to make it relatable. But again, we're humanity, and we require that our things are in categories. In general, it's people like categories that they can use a single word to define something that they like, but it doesn't mean you can't mix it up and change it and manipulate it. So if you really like steampunk, but you really like atom punk and you want to do something from there in your steampunk, whatever, do it. Who cares? It's not like it's a sacrilege to cross it. It just makes it easier to define something. Humans really like their categories. It's kind of why we have racism and stuff. Modern punk. I like playing games where I go and work at a coffee store and then I have to pay taxes. That's great. I love it. Actually, modern punk, if you were to like define that, people actually do love that. Like, I'm gonna go play a farming simulator. Like, it's out there. Sims, yeah, simulators. Yeah, I would consider those kind of modern punk. It's modern punk. It to me is probably not based on any power source. It's just based on it looking and acting like today, but maybe with a little bit of fantasy element to it. Minecraft, reality punk. How about just punk? Just Green Day's video game. So she turns her eyes, but she also turns her head, and that makes it so that the eyes don't look like they actually move, and that bugs me. I need them to move a little bit. Okay, that's better. Okay. I wanted her to look up and then pretty quickly kind of return to, I would say, a base position. I'm gonna get her everything except her pelvis. Her pelvis is kind of the controller for her up and down. We're gonna play head to here. We're gonna go to no. Let's go to here as our base. I want her to kind of look a little bit past this. Because you don't want to have it where even if she's not looking at the camera, like right at, like the face right at it. So it's that's why I kind of had her head turned so that when the camera comes by, she can have her head turned. This is really close, but her eyes are not gonna that much. It's not a problem. She is going to kind of look at stuff. Right now, I want to get a basis for everything, and then I'm going to like have the rest of the motion kind of added by other stuff. And speech, I have a bunch of stuff. I think I have the commuter backpack, and I do like it. I don't like that it's really, I wouldn't say rigid, but it really wants to maintain that same shape, which protects your stuff. But I also like the ones that kind of collapse. I have a larger backpack that I work or use for stuff that really, really collapses and still is really nice. So it kind of depends on use. I had some shirts. I don't really wear them much more anymore. They're magnetic stuff. I really like. I have some on my desk because I have a lot of like metal bars for holding cables, and the magnets are so fucking strong that they actually have really cleaned up my cabling. So I really like that too.
I never really got into Alliance Tech Tips, so I know next to nothing about them.
It was my COVID thing.
Yeah.
During COVID, I just was trying to burn through stuff to watch, and that became the thing I watched during COVID.
My COVID thing was going to work.
Yeah, you still had to go to work. I was at home, and it was just quiet and dead silent all day. So I was just trying to have something that played. And so I burned through a lot of that. But I would say, like, as of now, like, I probably only watch maybe half their stuff.
Yeah.
Like they put out a video recently, and I was like, I think I stopped halfway through. Like, a lot of their stuff I haven't really enjoyed as much. I've been really Critical Role is the big thing I've been enjoying lately. I've been burning through all their stuff.
During peak COVID, I was considered essential, which is kind of weird when I think how isolated my job is sometimes. But apparently the things I do keep the world moving. Eli special.
My industry was considered essential. I just didn't have to do it at work.
Yeah, I did. My field is very technical, but I do have to be there for it. Very physical at the same time. Hardware. Fun.
Like right now, I usually go into the office because our manager asks us to be in there 3 days a week, but also I have coworkers that are there. But all my coworkers are out this week, and my manager's on maternity leave. So like, I technically don't have to be at the office this week, but I was in today because for certain things, it's just easier to focus.
I think that is the best description anybody's ever given of my job, Nolan. I do fix overpriced doodads.
I just bought roses for my mom and put some in a vase for Rarity. Happy Hearts and Hootsgay, every creature. Wait,
this weekend.
Did you buy some roses for your mother and then not give them all to your mother? Did you save some for Rarity?
I mean, I would save some for the horses.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'd buy my mother something for like Valentine's Day. My mom's not even in town this weekend. She's out of town apparently.
Well, I mean, my mom bought me chocolates, and I feel bad not sending her something, but I'm probably not going to. I'm going to be left alone to cry on Valentine's Day. Drunk and cry.
She's here. I thought they were leaving to go to Grandma's on Tuesday, wasn't it? I thought they were leaving this week. Valentine's Day's on Saturday.
It's always the 14th, so whatever that is.
Couple weeks. Oh, in a couple weeks. I thought it was this
Saturday.
week.
It is Saturday. No, it's Saturday.
Yeah, that's I don't know. I was talking about my grandma thing.
Well, it sounds like now you have to go visit your mom and buy her flowers, right?
For Valentine's Day?
I don't know. Apparently, my mom bought me chocolates.
Your mom is just desperate for your attention.
She is.
Like, the Mother's Day is different.
She's always done it since we were little kids. And when we were little kids, it made sense, I guess. Like mom buying her children candies for Valentine's Day. Yay, Valentine's. Because when you're in school, grade school at least.
Chad could be your Valentine's Day, Michael. Aww.
Oh, boy. Does that mean you guys got to buy me flowers and chocolates and shit? Because that I don't.
So I was gonna say you can't. You were just talking about Hondo chocolates. They're like, give me chocolates.
No.
The little like
Send me heart-shaped beef jerky.
Okay, wait.
Yeah.
Like the traditional heart shape, or like ripped it from a beating heart's body, jerkified it, and then sent it. I would clarify.
Look, I want you.
I don't want no like wolf hearts popping up in the mail.
Jerked wolf hearts. Any jerked meats will do for Valentine's Day.
Originally I was thinking about having her kind of like reel back in pain. It doesn't work at this part of the song, so I'm probably gonna do it where she's not doing that. If she does at some point,
She screams.
she screams bloody murder.
Yes.
After she gets cocooned by the energy. If I do that here, that works at the escalation at the end of the song. It doesn't work here. It would feel really weird. So I'm not going to have her do that. I'm instead just going to have her look around confused. She's a little bit blurred there. I should double check the
Green
lighting.
tea cookies sounds delicious. I like green. I like anything like matcha.
Matcha is good. Matcha is my favorite bubble tea. I like pancakes.
Matcha pancakes?
Matcha just tastes to me like kind of like pancakes.
Where do you find matcha pancakes?
No, it just tastes like matcha itself tastes like pancakes. To me,
pancakes are just bread.
I know it tastes like bread. Like, but sugar
Weird.
bread. Like sugar bread. Pancakes are sugar bread.
I think matcha is pretty like kind of an earthy taste.
Yes, it is. But pancakes to me are like a kind of they're not just bread, they're like a grittier bread.
You're gonna make me want to make pancakes this weekend.
Pistachio's always good too, yes.
Pistachio's good.
Ooh.
Like a matcha pistachio mix?
No,
Is that what you're thinking?
like
'Cause it
making pancakes and mixing in like little pistachio powder. The pistachio flavor. Ooh, that'd be good.
have banana flavor. I can make banana pancakes.
Adding a liquid extract is not the same.
I'm gonna make banana waffles.
No, I'm gonna say no, only because I know you're gonna put in too much and it's gonna taste bad.
Oh. I mean, it's gonna be banana waffles. I'm making banana waffles this weekend for Valentine's Day.
I am big on
waffles.
You normally just make a regular thing and use your toppings to control it because then you can't do it wrong.
I have banana extract. I need to use it on something.
Just because you bought it doesn't mean we have to suffer for it.
You do. That is exactly what
chocolate almond waffle. That sounds good too.
No, chocolate doesn't.
Not as much though. Like I like almonds, but I don't know about. If it was like chocolate chips, I like almonds. My problem though is I don't like certain things having a nut crunch in it. So like if you gave me a croissant with almonds baked into it, I would not like it.
I would like that
because, well, for one, it's so fluffy on the inside that I don't know where it would fit. Nutella cookies for sure, you're maintaining the texture, but like. I like banana bread. I do not like banana bread with nuts in it because the nuts are a weird random texture that I don't like in there. Like it just doesn't mix together.
One of the best parts. He's crazy.
One of my coworkers every year for my birthday, she would make me a loaf of nut-free banana bread. It was always delicious.
Because you're such. She had to coddle you. Why didn't you date her? She clearly was into you. She left the nuts out.
She's like 15 years older than me.
So.
No. When I was like 17, she was like 30 something. That's when I first met them.
The nuts out just for you.
No, it goes the other way around, sir. No. She was an interesting one, but no. Yes. No, at the job where I work with her, I think I tried to date 2 people that worked there. And the one, she ended up getting with somebody just before I went to go to ask.
Oof.
And then the second one, she broke up with her old boyfriend. And I even asked her out on a date. but she didn't see it as a date. She just saw it as a hangout, and at that hangout told me she was moving to Tennessee. And I was like, well, fuck. So like, yeah, that didn't work out too well.
It's rough. That's rough. It's a couple of rough.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness. You know who never leaves, right? The horses.
Are you dating a horse?
I'd like to, but they haven't become sapient yet, so rough.
I have to be careful on this light because this one's really bright. Then this one's really bright right here, and then this one's really bright. Like it's kind of getting in the way. Ooh, blackberries. Blackberries are one of my favorite fruit flavors because it's usually blackberries are not as sweet. They're a little more subtle. But they have a nice rich flavor. Blackberries are great.
We got the mulberry trees outside. I mean, like, do you ever eat those?
I can't because you take all of them.
I don't. There's like so many I can't get to.
Wait, so you take all the ones you can get to, but you expect me to go to the ones you can't?
Yeah, climb. Get to the ones on the upper branches.
Yeah, we have mulberry trees in the back.
I actually want to set nets below the trees, if you'll let me.
We're gonna have so many
Catch the
dead
trees
squirrels.
as they fall. If I could set up nets beneath those trees, we could get so many more berries for juice.
Maybe we're gonna have squirrels on there just eating them, and then they're gonna have squirrels rummaging around in them.
Yeah, and pooping in it.
I know, that's what I don't want. As he has mulberry trees and makes wine. Yeah, he's been like collecting mulberry juice from our mulberry trees since we moved in here like 3 years ago, and I think he has what, half a gallon?
About a half gallon
of frozen mulberry juice.
Yes,
like he could very much do better than that, but he's lazy and usually forgets until too late in the season.
The easy thing to do to get more mulberries would be what I just suggested. Would be to set up the nets.
I am not having you put up nets in our yard.
Tarps. Just giant tarps underneath the trees.
I don't want that. I'm hoping our blackberry bushes kind of grow.
I think they'll come back.
We need
We're using them as like lounge chairs.
Yeah, until we got the nets up, but not nets, the wires up. But the wires are only temporary. I really need to do.
We'll see how they do this year. I think they'll come back. Choo-choo. Now the
mulberry one is awesome. Yeah, I mean we have how many mulberry trees? Like 3?
No, there's like 4 or 5.
Yeah, we have quite a few mulberry trees. We didn't even know about it when we moved in. There was 2 places that I put a bid on to buy. For this place ended up being the second one that was accepted. The first one actually had crabapple trees. And there was like 6 crabapple trees in the yard in a straight line. Like somebody purposely planted them and they were all matured and everything. That would have been really interesting to do.
But the mulberry trees are just wild grown. It's very clear they've just been spreading in the area.
I remember getting drunk on dry sparkling mulberry wine, like 18%. That sounds good.
My goal is to get a gallon of pure mulberry juice and then turn it into wine.
Michael, you do soak the mulberry in alcohol before eating or using, right? Mulberries contain tiny larva worms.
I'm going to bring it all to 140 degrees before I do anything with it. Anything living will die.
It's also been frozen for a while. Also, I am adamant that if he makes wine from it, whatever he does, he's going to drink it, and then I'm going to wait.
Wait?
I'm going to wait to see if he dies first.
We're going to drink it together.
No, I'm going to see if you die first.
No, we're going to die together.
I don't. No.
I'm going to survive just enough so that I can inherit this house that you've clearly left to me in your
Wait, why are you going to try to purposely feed me something to kill me?
I'm not going to try to kill you.
Well, then why? That did not what you sounded. This is recorded, Michael.
It's like whenever I make food, I'm not trying to kill you. It just happens to not be cooked all the way through. Like I made chicken a few nights ago. And he was very concerned.
You've screwed me over so many times about making me eat raw meat that now every time you make food, I have to ask, did you fully cook it?
Yes. Of course. Enough that you shouldn't care so much.
Maybe since you're up north, you don't get the lava like the Oklahoma does. When they're actually making fruit, it's still in the 70s. It's like not much different in terms of temperature.
Like the mead batch I'm starting, I added a gallon of plum juice to the mix. So I think that's probably going to taste pretty good, like plums. Because you can only really get plum juice, cherry juice, raspberry juice, apple juice, and grape juice that are 100% juice. Cranberry juice is not. It's mostly sugar. It's added sugar.
As Ocean Spray says, our product is unpalatable without sugar.
Yes. So cranberry juice is kind of right out.
That was their words. My favorite wines are Armenian and Georgian. I'm not a big wine fan myself. He makes mead, and I'll sometimes drink that. But like, if you give me a glass of wine, I'm not a huge fan of it. I like liquor. I like some mixed drinks, and depending on the beer, I like this is a butterscotch beer, and so I really like that. And I have another one in the fridge that's kind of a chocolatey one. But generally, I would rather just sip on like liquor than a lot of other mixed stuff. And it's not like, I don't think wine is bad. It's just not my thing.
It seems like a lot of people have spent a lot of time just taking grapes and making 1,000 different wines with it, when it's just like but you have red wine and you have white wine and you have sweet wines and you have dry wines. There's really only 6 combinations really you can make with wine, and they try to act like everyone's different, and they're not. They're really not. If you have different fruit wine, sure. If you make like a mulberry wine, that's going to be very different from a grape wine. But if grapes are grapes, there's red grapes and there's green grapes. And that's your grape.
There are some people that would probably very yell at you. I know nothing about grapes, but I know that as soon as you categorize anything, people start yelling at you, right, Michael?
Yeah, no, I'm sure people would give me shit for that assessment, but that's an honest assessment.
I was referencing the cyberpunk thing.
Yes.
But yeah, anytime you make a category, somebody that knows, like,
no,
Michael's been big on too, like, coffee is coffee.
Matt, why do you do this?
But I have opinions.
I am drunk.
I'm not drunk.
He just did Michael in charge.
Oh, it's right at the end here too.
I am drunk.
That makes it better, right?
I haven't touched Source Filmmaker in months.
That makes it better, right?
This program. Does it?
No, you just said before that you could make things
with a refresher course.
Well, you know what a refresher course is? 30,000 points. Just want to get the
Matt,
eyebrow.
Tell me what you want. What you really want.
No millennial can hear those words. Yes. Not finish. If you hear a millennial hear the words, tell me what you want, and doesn't finish it with what you really want. All right.
Start coming up with ideas, Matt. You have to give me something. You're the one who initiated the Michael in charge. You can't just leave me hanging.
Are you going to use this file?
Sure.
Okay. I'm just saving it separate so you don't have to worry about auto-saving or whatever.
I'm going to break it.
We have a recipe for wheat ale. He likes wheat ales.
I don't like wheat ales. Wheat
ale's Blue Moon.
Wheat. I thought you said weed.
No, wheat ales.
Wheat ales, fine. Yes, good.
Yeah, he tried making beers. It was, and then the biggest problem with the beer was that our roommate exploded it.
No, that wasn't Adam.
Or not roommate. John decided he was impatient, and while it was a sealed, pressurized container, got up on a chair and opened it. And
I was like, this
blew his mustache off.
I was like, this is under a lot of pressure. We're gonna have to let it vent slowly for a while. And as it was venting slowly, John was listening to it and watching it and growing increasingly impatient. And it hit a point where he's just like, I'm gonna take the seal off, and I turn to look, and I see him taking it off, and I see it come off, and everything stopped. Everything went into slow motion because I knew what was coming, and
We now have a new rule.
John is not allowed.
No, others, those that don't understand how it works, are not allowed to touch the things.
Yes, because that is all under pressure, and it can cause quite the mess.
I'm gonna drop my can off and use the restroom. I'll be back.
I guess I have to start. All right. Matt, you've given me nothing. I asked for things and you gave me nothing. So give me a word, chat. Any word, I'll take it. Give me a word. I need a word. All right, what we got? The is not helpful. The N. Okay, we got this sword. We did the N, and we unlocked this sword. Sword of the ancient tongue. All right, so we're gonna give Rarity this sword. Wow, I gotta select all. We're gonna give Rarity this sword. She's gonna carry it in her hoofs. And she gotta fight something. What is she fighting? What is she fighting with this sword? Okay, gotta give her this sword. Not holding the sword yet. Okay. Gotta tie it to her hoof because she got cool little hooves and pointy legs. It's her right front hoof and go open the hoof. Okay, I'm gonna just do this a few times. Okay, what is she fighting? She got the sword.
Reargasm? I don't know about that. Wait, why does she have a sword?
She has a big sword.
It's escalated quickly.
Is she a
Careful,
dragon?
this mic's louder.
Hold on. So she gotta fight a dragon. Okay. I'm gonna type in drag, and we're just gonna see what comes up.
Hearts Foundry, it feels like you have very specific tastes. I want my wheat bear with seafood and snacks. I'm not a big fan of seafood.
Yeah, it's really difficult. I got to eat shrimp recently, though.
The shrimp enough. I'm okay with shrimp.
Do you like crab?
I wouldn't be big on like cracking it open.
It's gonna make a mess.
But like crab rangoon, I'm okay with. I'm not a huge fan of crab. Shrimp is like I'm okay with as long as it's not just shrimp. Like I would want something else.
Got Spike. Where'd he go? He's over here. Okay, so
because you're doing this, I had to message somebody. I can finish that up.
Like on my phone for a second. I'm like, messaging people on my phone. Spike.
No, I forgot. I have it. There's somebody I had a message back about something, and
Spike
I keep forgetting about it. I'm gonna do it now.
She's fighting Spike. Here's the trick. She's already won. I'll rotate him like this. Okay. Go. We transform. I'll play ahead of a few times. Okay, I need another word. Crab. I hear a lot of people saying crab. Rarity famously loves crabs. So I'm gonna give crabs to Rarity via Spike.
Okay.
All right, she got crabs.
This is your glass. Oh, my glass.
Okay, so we got.
Wait, I thought you were gonna grab more mead. Did you grab more mead?
I did.
And you already emptied it?
Shh.
That was an entire glass. In the time it took you to drink a whole glass of meat, I drank this much.
I need a crab. This is good crab. Rarity has crab. I'll give her crab.
Usually it's crabs. I'm a little concerned if she has 1 unit of crab.
Jesus, why do you want to give Rarity crabs?
No, you said
nice.
crab. Now you made it plural.
Well, you apparently wanted me
You're
to
putting
make it plural.
No, you said you were
plural.
getting her crab.
Why can't I move this crab? What is fancy about this crab?
That's not because he has arms coming out of his head.
Yeah.
It looks like antlers.
I can't use this crab. This crab's broken.
You're broken.
Need a different crab. I'm waiting for this thing.
He's drunk on a Tuesday.
Yeah, this is I'm trying to say.
I think this is his pudding at 3 a.m. moment.
Where? Oh, there it is. Oh god, this is a big crab.
What have you done to her? You gave her big crab.
I'll give her a big crab. She got big crabs. Can I move the crab?
You can scale it.
I'll move his arm.
There's probably animation built in.
I don't need animation built in.
Crab rave time. Dun 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 dun.
She's trying to kill the crab, but she accidentally stabbed Spike instead. So
I love how you move move the entire model to fit it in the crab hand, not the crab hand to fit it.
we're working on it. And then it's this arm. Here's Rarity. There she is. Body. Okay, so got
You can shut off the particles if you want. There's just a group called particles. If you hit the little eyeball, you'll shut it off.
No, I don't want to shut off the particle off.
Why make her look evil?
Okay, she's got
Ethereal rarity. What did she do to Spike? I thought Spike was like her friend.
no. She was fighting Spike.
Why was she fighting Spike?
Oh, because
You don't know this. You like lore.
Ninsky said they had to. So what else? I don't
That's
know.
all the reason you need?
I'm taking words. Ninsky said fight the dragon.
She's not fighting him. She killed him.
She won.
This isn't fighting. This is post-death.
I need another word.
This is like going to a funeral and saying that's a fight.
I see the word rave. Let's see what we got for rave. There's so many tombstones. Oh, grave. That makes sense. Will she get this hat? Oh, she already got a hat.
You gonna take her hat away from her?
Oh, I'm gonna take her hat.
There's a hood.
I need another word. Drunk. I see drunk.
Yes.
Let's see, no, that doesn't come up.
Why'd you search? No, you gotta search alcohol. You can't search the post effect of alcohol.
I'm taking. Yeah, I see the word soft. Nobody's giving me words. I want words. The hell is this?
There's a lot of stuff from Skyrim.
Okay.
Or is it Morrowind? Or Oblivion? I don't know.
This is a Catman.
Remember when
the Catman.
Remember when Bethesda used to make decent games?
Yeah, and they're going to again with Fallout 5. I believe in them.
Mm-hmm.
You're optimistic.
I think that their next game is not going to be a Fallout game.
It is. They already said they're working on Fallout 5.
Yeah, they're working on Fallout 5, but they've been working on the next Elder Scroll.
No, they said that won't be till 2029.
Why?
That's just what they said.
But the last Fallout game came after Skyrim.
Did it?
Yeah.
76 does not count.
Michael, do you know when Skyrim was released?
11/11/11.
Yes. It was released 15 years ago.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 was like
The spikes in the body now.
2015. It was 4 years after that. So I would think we're due for another Elder Scrolls game, which I kind of would prefer to have. Like Fallout's nice, but like I don't want them to just say this one's profitable, so make more of it.
But I want more Fallout. Look this.
I would say Michael needs to drink the water, but he's not going to.
No.
So I'll do those, but then he still has to do his other stuff. So cheers to the dehydrator.
I need another word. Chat. Keep giving me words. I see Godzilla Man. That means I have to load in a Godzilla. Godzilla. I don't think he has a Godzilla. What's this?
So as of right now, he still has to do his voice impressions and
No, you got to do voice impressions.
No, I'm doing your dehydrates and hydrates.
You got to do voice impressions too. You're in that seat.
No. But I do hydrates and dehydrates in that seat.
I need.
But you're saying you're not allowed to, so you need to do your voice impressions and ghost facts. So you better be ready for multitasking.
I can't multitask. You know this.
You can't single task.
No. I have been drinking mead.
Yeah, man, he said Cyberpunk Pony.
What is this?
He's looking for Cyberpunk Pony.
Ancient gods. Ooh. What the hell did I just load?
That looks like something from like a boss at the end of a Final Fantasy.
Okay, that's not gonna work. What is
Cyberpunk?
Cyberpunk?
Yeah, you're not reading. You're going to the first word, not what people are actually responding as answers.
Oh, that's like the first one I got. This is all that comes up.
Cyber?
Yeah. What is this? It is a base ship.
The Ark.
The Ark.
The fuck is this from?
It's your massive library of absolute.
I have no idea what's in my library anymore. It's not my fault. I just download shit.
You're gonna make this small.
The amount of times things just come with like an enormous amount of stuff. Oh, you have a voice impression.
No, you have a voice impression.
No, you do.
Take this one.
Then you have to go get booze and water.
I will go get booze.
And water. You have to do water. Otherwise, you have to do the voice impression.
Don't make me drink that shit.
And then do your voice impression.
No, what is it? I am Argo Damon. I like burning derpy and drinking beers and animating source filmmaker. Yes, I am a dum-dum. That thing, I didn't say that was required.
Uncanny.
Uncanny. That was perfect. Argo
Yeah, it was
Damon.
perfect.
It's so weird.
You guys negotiate over tasks like siblings. No, you have to clean the dishes.
I do clean the dishes.
I do too.
Have a moment. Like somebody loaded the dishwasher again and didn't run it. I know who it is.
Yeah, I figured that. I went to go open it to grab a cup, and I'm like, why is this not run?
Yes. And I was just like, oh, right. There's one person in this house.
I filled it. I filled it, but it was only about half full. So
it's neither of us. So.
What are you doing to her?
She's fine.
You look like spooks.
I got a spaceship that the crab needs to ride.
Why do you not fix her?
No, she's better this way. I'm gonna give the crab super eyes.
What?
Like, wow. It's
don't turn him on or he'll fly backwards.
It's cyberpunk crab.
I just
where's the crab?
Find this
Creature. Yeah, there we go. This is the playhead that I don't even know if it moves, but there we go. He murdered that dragon man.
Yeah, there we go. Michael. Go and zoom in on their head. There we go.
Just that.
No, I don't want to play more stuff. No, I don't want to do it again. Gotta do the Inception.
All right, I need another word. Because see the word derpy. I don't want to load derpy. Derpy shouldn't be anywhere near this. OC. What comes up if I type in OC? So. Oh, Coco.
Oh no, that's dangerous. It doesn't matter
Love
if he
you.
types in 2 letters and a horse comes up, but he stops.
Coco. I got Snips here. Snips has just been standing over here this whole time. Like, or Snails. And Snails is sad because he's a dork. Or no, I guess it is Snips. He's a dork, so he's gonna smooch his horse. And he's gonna smooch. And they go. Now I'm gonna go. Snips. Snails is here somewhere. He's hiding.
He's in the closet.
Take this.
Now stands in the closet.
Oh boy, smooching
No
time.
smooching. Oh, that's smooching time.
It is smooching time. Coco.
Very artistic image in the upper right there.
Yeah. I'm gonna put both of them.
I like you don't adjust it to a more visible and better position for you to work with.
No.
You just work from whatever you got.
No, no smooching.
It's fine.
They're not even looking at each other.
It's fine.
This is why you need to turn the camera.
Okay, it's perfect. So this is them smooching.
You have a weird definition of smooching.
Coco's a little out of position. It's okay. She will just move her over. It's fine. There. I'm just smooching now. And,
Look, she's trying to kill him.
okay, I need another word. Out of the scene. What else? Well, I need another word. Chat. I have no idea how much time I got left. 15. God. Okay.
Take me a few minutes less than that, but then we just run to end, so sure.
Okay. I'm out of meat. Morgan Freeman. I want to type in morgue.
Remember that one Fallout stream we did where we all got really drunk?
Oh, the one where you set drinks on fire?
You weren't there because
I was watching.
You were watching. You made the dolphin mod, and
Yeah. It's a very important day
it was
for me.
me, Kyle, Nitsky, and Jay. I think it's the 4 of us.
This is the Death Star.
And Kyle like made a flaming chrysalis by just putting Everclear on top. And when I blew it out and drank it, I just put pure Everclear into my mouth, and that was like not uncomfortable. Kyle played Fallout covered in plushies, and we had to tell him what to do. And I think he ended up getting a kill.
Yeah. I don't know what I loaded, but it's clearly like not working.
Death Star. It's probably so. Is it so big that you was just out? You were in it.
Gordon Freeman. You said Morgan Freeman.
He did. Wait. Did you mix up Morgan Freeman and Gordon Freeman?
Why is Gordon Freeman not here?
Because they probably call him. He's not under Gordon. He's probably under Freeman. And if he is, it probably is under some other more generic
Well, I
like
typed
player.
in Freeman and this came up, so we're gonna load this. It's the Twiceptor. And we're gonna give that the
Yes.
Spike.
When they say Gordon Freeman, they mean Twiceptor.
That's what came up when I typed in Freeman. I don't know why. But that is clearly
No, how they would organize that? More than likely, he has some other name in the file, like player or scientist or some generic term, and they've just kept it since.
this Spike Wise.
Feel better. Just had chicken tortilla soup and a chicken quesadilla. A lot of chicken.
Okay, he's got the scepter now.
Sounds pretty good. We had pizza tonight. Our normal Tuesday quick food.
I don't know what's happening. See, this is what you get when you get the Michael takeover. It's quality animation.
No, it
Like
used to be that you like put some effort in.
I am. I'm doing this based off of what the chat says.
No, before you like had a whole detailed thing you're doing. Now you're just doing weird shit.
That's because I said very specifically that if you're going to do a Michael takeover, do it when I have an idea, not when I don't.
How do they know when you have an idea?
When I say, hey, do this, and you don't do it. Like all the time.
And then you're ready to go and do it?
Yeah, I'm going to do it.
Uh-huh.
Okay, fine.
But that is all the time. So then wouldn't you be ready all the time?
No, I don't do it all the time.
You don't?
No.
Because it feels like you do.
Okay, fine. Let's do what I would normally want, which is mares doing stuff together. And one type of mares. Nothing comes up. Mare? Yes. No. This isn't good.
He passed two horse things.
Yeah, but they weren't mares. That's a mare. I like that.
She got socks.
Well, that's a good mare.
And she got like little like pigtail thingies.
Okay, I got this mare.
Is she a mare?
Let's check.
Oh my god.
Yeah, his mare.
Oh no, my god.
All right, you're going to another mare. You asked. I confirmed. Wait, what's this armor?
See, he does that in public too.
What is this armor? Have you had this the whole time?
Yeah, that's pretty old.
That could have just been your freaking armor. Anyway.
I think that's from a Warhammer.
Well, that was another mare I just saw. There's a good mare. Okay.
Gotta load the other library for those models. Yeah.
Safe for work, damn it.
See, that's where we're
all safe.
We'll be at like an Applebee's and he won't be sure, and then we get kicked out.
Well, won't be sure about what? Why am I not sure? I'm always sure.
And that's what I just said, Brent. I was like, "Are you sure?" And then you went checking.
Oh, let's see. She got this cool little. Well, why don't we never?
Why do
use
you,
this?
Michael? What's going on here?
I'm fixing it. Okay. Like they're gonna touch hooves.
I think she's a little old for her.
Out there.
How old is Mary Mare?
Love is love. It doesn't matter.
How old is Mary Mare?
I don't know. She's still.
Twilight at this point looks like she's in high school. There is an age for love at that point.
And
Michael, they're not touching noses.
I gotta touch noses.
No, they're not.
I need to.
As I said, they're not. I can see where their feet are positioned. They're not touching. They're still not touching.
I gotta touch noses.
I still don't think. Yeah, now they're close.
Okay.
Okay. So Michael is trying to fast track the idea of how to go to prison.
Yeah, we're doing smooches.
Yeah, student and teacher.
Okay, hold on. Oh, smooch. Then Mare is also.
She should be shaking her head. No, for I am your teacher.
She's a politician. Of course, she's gonna smooch this horse. Who's in high school?
Wait, so you confirm that?
She's in the file. She's in the file. Okay, Mirror. Touch.
Thanks for clipping that, Niski.
And
She and Mare is clipped.
and then those. No.
I feel like if Michael goes to Equestria, he's just gonna go around and be like, "Are you a mayor?" And then he's gonna get slapped, and then he's gonna go, "Are you a mayor?" And then get slapped.
And
Why is there a cop car without any interior?
No, it's fine. This cop car is going to deal with the situation.
Wait, so you created a situation and then now are making them be punished for it?
Yeah, it's right here. And then...
Thank you for quoting that, Edward.
Here's the files. Okay, here we go.
I already did this video.
You did?
Yeah, I want a number 3 with a Coke. No ketchup. It's an anthology, and it shouldn't have been.
There, and they explode.
You need to drag her before Congress? They don't care. Half the people there are on the list.
Yeah. Enough of them. But it is definitely concerning. Where's that Minecraft fire? I don't know what I just loaded. Don't go away. What's that Minecraft fire's name?
Fire?
Minecraft. Didn't work.
It's under MC. You just type in MC fire, like space fire. There you go.
Okay. See how talented I am?
That you went to go move it there at a specific time and then realized that you did it with all time, then selected a specific time and then realized that that wouldn't work. You did that all backwards.
No, I did it good. You're just jealous.
Usually I just shrink things down to 0 because when things move, they create a motion blur for a frame, but if you shrink them down, it's less likely to. That is some high detailed fire. He broke it.
No, I didn't.
Do you know, Michael, turn the camera. Turn the camera.
Oh, it's not even close.
Do you not know how perspective works? I can tell just looking at it.
It's fine.
That's better.
Yeah, this is like smooch, boom, they're dead.
Well, what about our justice system?
That is the justice system, and they're dead now.
I mean, we are in Minnesota. I guess that is the justice system, isn't it?
And like, all right. Well, we got 5 minutes left. What can I do, chat? What can I do with the next 5 minutes? Because he wanted a story, and I gave him a story, and these ponies. They're so cute, but I'm sad that they're dead. Let's make the car like do this, and then like after it hits them, it does
Find a model of Minnesota.
it does this.
I don't have that for sure. I can confirm.
And then the fire.
I don't think there's any state. There's flags, and they could probably replace a flag, but the Minnesota replaced their flag.
Yeah, we just replaced it a couple years ago.
Yeah. Oh god, it feels like you say it's a couple years ago, but I bet you it was like 6 years ago.
That was what after I moved here.
Michael,
Yeah,
you've been here for over 6 years.
6.5.
Oh, it's 2024, so it's 2 years
So I
ago.
get hit and the car goes.
Michael,
and I
you
keep smooching.
moved here 9 years ago.
2019, yeah. 2019, not 9 years ago.
That's 7 years ago.
6.5. At the very end, I was 33.
2019 is when COVID happened, wasn't it?
It really didn't ramp up till 2020. I got here right before COVID.
Kind of, because you were in an apartment for about 4 to 5 months. Then we moved to a townhome, and then we were there for months before So it's close to a year.
I see gaming. I want gaming. Oh, you get the black box. What even is this? Game Station. They're gonna play Game Station together because they're in love. This is love. This isn't even like scandalous. This is just like they love each other.
The court doesn't care.
She's 18, probably, maybe.
Do you think that makes it right?
I think if they love each other, then it's fine.
If she's 40 and the other one's 18 as of today, that to me means that this has been going on before she was 18.
Look at them with those faces. They love her.
They're not even looking at each other. They're looking at each other's hair.
They like each other's hair. That's why they fell in love. Then they gotta do this last little bit where they stop moving. And they're just looking into each other's eyes.
They're not.
And then
They're not. They're looking at hair. They're like, wow, you need to wash this. Mayor also needs to stop being 65.
wow, you just keep upping her age.
Look at the hair. It's gray.
She dyes it that color.
Why would she dye it gray?
That's just what she
Is
does.
that what you do?
I wish I could just make this go away by stopping something. Hold on, body, head. She's gonna. Nope. Okay. And she's gonna.
Mayor is a cougar. Sure.
She's a hottie.
But what, cougar or not, illegal.
Not illegal if Twilight's 18.
Yeah, but do you think she's gonna maintain her job if she was a teacher?
She's the mayor of the town. She's a politician.
She wouldn't be maintaining her job.
She'd be fine.
No, she probably has like. I bet she bulk biceps as her side bro.
She is doing well for her age, no?
Wait, what does that mean?
Like she's getting some hotties in her court.
Hey, hottie, I can get you so many tax benefits. What? Like, I'm trying to figure out how this works, other than you just forcing two mayors to smooch.
Smooch.
So is Velvet and Remedy. Velvet Remedy is older too.
Yeah, she's
But
like
there's
10 years older than Pip
By how much?
by like 10 years.
And how old was Pip?
Pip is like 19.
Well past 18. Comfortably
and
past.
Velvet's in her 30s.
And Pip has the thing for Velvet, not Velvet for Pip.
Well, maybe Twilight has the thing from Mare.
No, you were talking about how it's really from the mayor's side.
It's really
Velvet has nothing going back down. Having a kid that has a crush on somebody that's older is pretty normal because of all the emotions going on.
You see that smooch there?
Yeah, you're done. You're tired. You're tired.
Smooch.
Get out of here.
Here, let's put the whole thing in the.
No, get out of here.
We gotta put the whole thing in the frame.
No, whatever the fuck is, get it out of here.
Look at all that animation that got done in like no time flat. Why can't you get this much done with the time that you have?
You know why?
Why?
Because sometimes people go and modify things in my files.
Yeah, I hit save like 10 times.
And then
I was about to drink your drink. Take your drink.
and then they break the files and I have to go and spend hours to fix it.
You said 10 minutes.
Each.
Yeah?
How many are broken?
Like 5.
All right. Well, this whole time he had his music playing. I'm sorry. I should have had that muted.
I couldn't hear any of it.
So every time you hit play or we're doing this, it was going and playing the whatever music.
Look at all that work I put in.
But I don't
save all of it.
I can, because I gave you your own name of file. And it will never be opened again, because that's how that works.
Just gonna fill up your hard drive with more crap.
Intense music is fitting for whatever is going on. Sure, I guess. All right. Let's see. Where are...
The one good thing we got out of that whole mess was Mary's in the files.
She's 80 and up for re-election in 4 years. Yeah, you can't be a politician anymore unless you're at least like 10 to 15 years past retirement, because the only people that can be in office are boomers, apparently. Anyway, where can we send you guys? We'll be back on Friday to work on some more stuff. We are going to be playing Clair Obscur again on Sunday. Probably for the next 3 weeks, we'll be doing that. We'll see if we can get it done. I don't know if we'll get it done.
Bring your
baguettes.
baguettes.
I did have one of them with a baguette, and you're like, man, no.
The audience to bring their baguettes, not the characters in the game.
Let's see. We haven't done Switch for a little while. Playing.
Who's
The
that? I
Hobbit?
like that one because it's a horse.
Are they watching the show? Oh, this is okay. It's the game. That's an old game.
What is
2003, The Hobbit. Oh wow, that's. I kind of want to go there because that actually sounds interesting. We're gonna go there.
Sure.
All right. Yeah, we'll be back Friday. You got a 3-day weekend. I do too, actually. Well, kind of. I have a 3-day weekend, but my Friday I have my tax appointment, so I gotta go do that. Thank you for the resub, Hearts Foundry. I guess that for 3 months too. I'm still on my list there.
Get the big derp. Good big derp. Yes.
Yeah, we don't actually have much going on this week otherwise. Like last week I had D&D, so this week is nice. Don't have anything going tomorrow.
Now that I'm full of alcohol, I have to head upstairs and make more alcohol.
That's not good.
The cycle is what it is.
You don't have to.
I do.
I thought you already packed it up.
No, I gotta put the yeast in it.
Oh.
I couldn't put the yeast in it because it was too hot. I have to wait for it to cool down.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, that's how it works. It's a big old keg filled with honey, water, plum juice, and that's it.
All right. Well, see you all later. See you on Friday. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.